Alright. Sorry for the wait.
Yep.
We are back with some more scene. We had a bit of technical difficulties earlier, and hopefully it'll be fine now. I mean, we finally got my phone to work. So
Yeah, I mean, technical difficulties happen, but,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, it is what it is, and, yeah, I guess we can wait a little bit if people want to join, but otherwise we could just get started again.
yeah, I mean, like, we were getting ready to continue reading scene, and, you know, it kind of sucks we weren't able to do it, like, with the...
In the same stream.
In the same stream, but at least we finally got it working. I had to restart my phone, like, 3-4 times for it to work, but it's working now, and I'm happy about that. But I did also want to roll for Qin Shi Huang, so I guess if we wait a little bit... Oh no. Oh no. Let's see. Okay, no, it looks okay. Okay. So, yeah, anyways, as I was saying, I do still want to roll for Qin Shi Huang a little bit. I do have a couple of tickets, so before we continue reading, or before I continue reading scene, I'll be rolling my tickets. I only have 6. Actually, I have 7, I think. I got one from login today, I think. So, let me just go grab that, and then, yeah, and then we'll start reading scene. Alright, so... Alright, here we go. I'm hoping to at least get Python and red hair.
Yeah.
I don't really know if I'll get anything.
I mean, I hope you can get red hair. I mean, knowing you might even get Qin Shi Huang, but we'll see.
Alright.
Well, while we're waiting, we can actually go back to talking about the JP stream we were in the middle of talking about for a while.
Yeah.
In the last stream that we did. And yeah, I mean, so, I mean, after the Camelot stuff, there was the, obviously, LB 5.5, we got the new CM, which was really exciting.
Yeah.
And we got, like, Kintoki Lily.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And I'm really excited for that, because, I mean...
His costume is really nice.
I mean, we finally get to see his eyes, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And we've been, I mean, it's been mentioned in the story in the past.
His blue eyes and whatnot.
Yeah, right. And so now we get to finally see them, which is cool. And yeah, what else? Oh, lots of Raita servants.
Yeah.
Are
on have bonus or something.
Yeah. I mean, which I guess is nice if, you know, people are rolling for the current rate up servants, which, you know, I guess is smart, right? If you don't have those servants and, you know, you want to use them in the chapter, then yeah. Alright.
Well, I finished rolling my tickets, so I guess we'll just go back to scene.
Yay!
So last time we finished off at that cave thing, fighting those Krishats or something.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Hydras
and then we
whatnot.
Just came back.
Right, and then from what I remember, Old Man Lee is getting some frozen hero.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just kind of protecting. Yeah. protecting a village and whatnot. And yeah, alright, so no battle. Let's go. Might be a bit of a long one then. Alright, section 5. The White Cavalry heroine, the best in the land.
White Cavalry. Oh, okay.
Amidst the flowers, a jug of wine. I pour alone, lacking the companionship. So raising the cup, I invite the moon. Then turn to my shadow, which makes 3 of us. Well, I guess you're not really alone then if you count your shadow and the moon. Wow, lady, you've got a beautiful voice. Oh, was she like singing or something maybe? What does that mean? Well, it means if you're ever drinking by yourself among flowers, you can have some companionship if you toast to the moon and your shadow. You know how when you're out taking a walk at night and when you look up, see the moon and find yourself craving a drink? Don't you think it makes the alcohol all the sweeter? I mean, you're talking to a kid, so I don't really know. I've never had alcohol before, but I do like the moon. It's pretty. I know what you mean. It's hard to put into words, but there's just something mysterious about it. So what, you always go drinking in the flower fields like that whenever the moon's out? Haha, not me, silly. It was a man named Li Bai. Not to say I don't follow his lead now and then. Huh? Wait, you said this Li Bai guy was doing his moon gazing alone, right? So how'd you hear what he said? Were you spying on him or something? No, of course he was alone. I just learned how he drank and how he felt in that moonlit flower field later on through his poem.
Yeah, definitely sounds like one of those.
Oh, so this Li Bai guy told you about it later then? No, I never met him. I read his poem well after he first wrote it down and many others had copied it. Wrote down? Oh, maybe they don't even know how to write. Yes, writing. You know, it uses symbols to convey language. It lets you record your own thoughts, ideas, and experiences for others to read, even if they live long after you've died. That sounds awesome! I want to try that. That's great. There are a ton of characters, but it's not so bad if you just learn a few at a time.
Chinese is hard to learn, man.
It's hard because there's just so many of those words and characters.
Yeah.
But you know, once you know enough of them, you know, the sentence structure is not too hard.
Yeah, sentence structure is not hard.
I know. Why don't we start with something simple, like the ones for father and mother? Father? Mother? What's that? Wow, okay.
What do you mean, what's that?
I'm sorry, does he not have parents? Parents? What are those? I think she probably means whose womb he was born from? I can figure out when I was born by counting backwards, but I don't know who might have been pregnant the year before. Yeah, how the hell are we supposed to remember something like that? Then who raises the children? Good question.
Yeah.
We all do. When the kids have questions, whoever's free teaches them to till the fields. How lucky we are to have Heavenly Emperor watching over us.
What the heck?
Oh, and someone teaches them how babies are made when they're old enough. I see. So that's how things work here. Well, there are characters for everything, including things you see every day, so why don't we start with the ones for light and earth? Okay.
Probably the easiest to start with is 1, 2, 3, though, right?
Maybe. But I'm surprised this kid doesn't even have a name. I'm just thinking back to Shimosa. At least Tasuke had a name, even though he only went goo goo ga like the whole time.
To be honest, if they don't have a written language, I mean...
That's true, we might not have a name.
Maybe nobody has names.
Anyways, how tragic. This world's people have their minds shackled and are forced to live as slaves under the yoke of illiteracy. This is oppression. It is information warfare of a wholly different kind. I will do whatever I must to throw off these chains. It must be nice being a servant and never having to worry about anything. Never mind that empathizing with these people tightens the noose around our own necks. This is a lost belt. We need to defeat its cryptor, chop down its tree of emptiness, and cut off its future by sending it back to the pruning theoretical phenomenon.
So cold, Cordo.
If all of this will only leave you feeling guilty when it comes time for that, then you're better off not showing these people any kindness at all.
Well,
I see his point.
I see his point, but I don't necessarily agree with it.
I mean, I guess it's kind of like if you're like, say, raising say livestock, you know, to be eventually killed, you don't have to be nice to it.
That's cold, man. But I mean, I feel like, let's say, like with Adelante,
I'm not saying it's true. It's
no,
right, but I'm just saying,
I know. But it's like, you know, you see these people suffering. How can you not try to at least help them, even though you know you can't, right?
Anyways, now if you don't care about any of that and simply enjoy meeting new people, then knock yourselves out. But I'm not so simple-minded. I'm well aware there's only so much stress I can take. You're wrong, oppressor who has never known oppression. What was that? Vanquishing an opponent after you've helped to keep them weak is only another form of oppression. People deserve freedom. Spartacus? It is only when they have fangs to which to fight and hope for the future that competition may begin. I am, of course, Samantha's servant. As such, I will do everything I can to fight for proper human history. That will never change. But, as a man who honors people's pride, I must also say this. We cannot just presume or assume proper human history is the only one that deserves to survive. Have you lost your mind, man? No, wait, you're a berserker. This must be your madness enhancement speaking. Easy there, don't let him get to you. He's just all fired up after seeing how cowardly all these people are. He might be talking more than usual, but he's still just saying the same shit he always does. Hey, waifus, hey, how are you? Berserkers can't understand them, can't change them.
They just march to their own drums.
Humans must ever move forward in search of a better future. Master Samantha, you have yet to become an oppressor. Pay close attention to this world and how its people live their lives. You must see for yourself whether it is they or we who are fit to inherit humanity's future. Just as we now fight against our destruction, so too should they have fangs and claws of their own with which to rage against destiny's oppression. All right, Spartacus. For justice can only be attained when two opposing rebellions clash. So, you think we should step aside for them? The coming battle will determine that. Once it has, that is when I take up my sword in rebellion. Well, Spartacus is certainly ready.
Yeah, for sure.
But if it happens that true human dignity is to be found here in this lost belt, then I shall bend my knee in service to China. I see. Should that come to pass, the souls of those here must still not... Hang on. Should that come to pass, the souls of those here must not still be bound by the chains of oppression. If they are to inherit the hopes and dreams of our proper human history, we must teach them about our poetry and our feelings. So please, do not admonish Jinka for her actions. We're not doing anything. While I cannot quite agree with everything Spartacus has said here, there is certainly no harm in being on good terms with the locals.
Yep.
I cannot imagine Miss Jinka could merely stand by idly either. Seeing these people toil away in illiteracy under Qin Shi Huang's rule cannot have sat well with her. Why not let her help them if she so wishes? That's true. Yeah, she seems a lot happier that way too. Yeah.
I mean, normally we would go out of our ways to help the locals too, so it's not so bad, I think.
Fo. Humph. Madness enhancement or not, it seems you are still a heroic spirit, and not shy about sharing your opinions either. You know, I once looked up to the indomitable gladiator Spartacus myself, back when I was a lad, but never mind that. I, can't help but notice it's been 2 days since we got here, and we're no closer to finding an antidote, but we've still got time, right? Right? It's okay, we got you, Gordy. I think.
You'll be okay. You'll come out the other side and be fine, maybe.
As requested, Your Imperial Majesty, I have brought who I think to be our best 2 warriors and brought them back from Mount Lee. So I see. Well done, Captain. I really like the music in this background.
Me too!
It kind of reminds me of Kill la Kill for some reason, but like...
Oh, yeah, it does.
But yeah.
It also kind of reminded me of...
SMT?
SMT4.
Yeah. The first is Qin Liang Yu, the fearsome general who hails from Chongqing of Sichuan. Yes, the woman who commands the White Cavalry. It is a great honor to serve as your spear and shield again, Your Imperial Majesty. We still have such vivid recollections of how gallantly you fought in the Bozo Rebellion. We can think of none better than you to fight in defense of our empire. You are too kind, Your Imperial Majesty. Now that I have been reawakened after such a long time sleeping, I could ask for nothing better than to help uphold your reign for another 10,000 years. That's quite a while.
I was just gonna say, just 10,000 years? Not
long enough.
Excellent.
Yeah. Excellent. We will hold you to that. Our empire faces an unprecedented threat. Use your mastery of the Ash Spear to disperse the clouds looming over our land. I will, Your Imperial Majesty. Next, I brought you a strategist. I gave it a lot of thought and decided to go with your most loyal retainer, the one who has served you longer than anyone else. Hello again, Your Imperial Majesty. It's me, Han Xin, your faithful right-hand man. I see. Oh-ho! Our most distinguished Han Xin. We may have many heroes in our disposal at Mount Lee, but few who knew us before we obtained this holy vessel. You are a living witness to Qin's military history. So, I'm guessing you woke me up to fight another war? Where are we invading this time?
This guy doesn't seem too excited.
Yeah, he's like, what? You want me here? Yeah, it's got a bird on his shoulder. The desert? The ocean? No, wait, don't tell me. The moon? No, our war of conquest is long since complete. Your leadership in the Arctic War was crucial to defeating the Aztec Republic. Wow.
The Aztecs.
And our great enemy, the Habsburg Empire, succumbed to economic sanctions. The world has long been at peace.
Wow, okay.
Aww. I mean, that's wonderful to hear, Your Imperial Majesty. Who doesn't love peace? Oh, maybe he likes going to war.
Maybe he does like fighting, yeah.
Still, a peaceful world is like a tidy room. It's bound to get dusty eventually. Indeed, so I'm counting on you to handle the cleanup once again. But by the way, how's science progressed since the last time I was awake? Any new weapons I should know about? Yes. With the exception of our royal guards and the supervisors defending the fields, we have retired most of our flesh and blood soldiers. The bulk of our army is now comprised of automated mechanical soldiers. Mechanical soldiers? This is huge! We won't have to keep them fed or rested, and if one breaks, we can just repair it and send it back to the field. Oh, this changes everything!
Harsh but true.
The possibilities are endless. New strategies, new tactics. It's enough to make my head spin. Oh, alright, I don't know if this guy's excited or not excited.
It kind of seems like
he's kind of like wavering on both sides.
Right? Yeah.
Han Xin, while you are much too unusual to be called a genius, tactical or otherwise, we have nothing but respect for your talent. Make full use of your strategic cunning and return with another victory to your name. Thank you, Your Imperial Majesty. You are too kind. Oh my, his expressions are just as unique as the rumors suggested. Jeez. No wonder Lord Han Xin is such a decorated general. Wonderful. With these two, the Empire's defenses should be airtight. Really? Well, you don't really look convinced, Queen Skyra.
Well, that was surprisingly short.
I mean, it was still longer than some of the other ones, but yeah, short in comparison to what we're used to, I guess. Alright, it's a question mark.
Who could it be?
I feel like we might know who it might be. I feel like it could be the ones that we saw earlier, so if it is, then we're gonna bring a saber with us. Something like that. I wonder if Yagyu's being bonded up yet. Oh, he is!
Yeah, he did.
Then I'm gonna bring Yanqing with me. Alright, here we go. Section 6, the demonic general descends. Alright. Xianyang just fired another rocket. It looks like it's aimed straight at us, just like the first one. Alright. Think this one is more supplies for Hinako? Probably.
Well, it's heading straight for us, so...
I doubt it. I'm guessing it's either a direct attack, or it's carrying soldiers that can handle a rough ride, like when Akta and that prince first showed up. That's true. Given that this civilization has produced humanoid mechanical soldiers, there is no telling what could be coming next. That is said, there has been nothing strange. That said, there has been something strange about this lost belt from the very beginning. Don't say. Really? What is it?
I mean, there's something strange about all lost belts, so I mean...
When Karak and Ophelia came to fight us with their servants, they tended to bide their time, waiting for us to be weakened by other enemies. Okay? But Akta hardly waited a moment before coming after us.
That's true.
Why do you think that is? Impatient and confidence, possibly? Because there was no one else who could fight?
Possibly.
Okay, that's true. That would seem to be the foremost possibility. Especially since this world is so peaceful, its people are completely unfamiliar with the concept of war. It may well be that this Lost Belt's ruler has no military force capable of engaging servants. Makes sense to me. Standing armies are nothing more than walking money pits.
Is that the only word?
I mean, I guess you have to feed them.
Oh well, yeah, of
stuff,
course.
and
feed them, clothe them,
provide them with weapons. Okay, yeah, I get that. Keeping one around without an enemy to fight just wouldn't make sense.
That's true.
And if there's no army here, this Lost Belt will be all the easier to deal with.
I mean, they have the automatas though. Oh.
Okay. While we should refrain from getting our hopes up, I believe we are about to see Xiangyang's first attack sans Akta. This battle will tell us a great deal about this world's military strength. Alright, who's there? Here comes the rocket, guys! Watch the impact! Destroyed my father! Clarent Blood Arthur! Yeah! We're just like, well, we already know it's something bad coming, might as well get rid of it. Hell yeah, nailed it! Good job, Mordred. It's not over yet. We're still picking up its magical energy signal. Something's coming out of the wreckage. Gauging temperature. Evaluating magical energy release. Threat level, minimal. Oh, okay. Target located. I didn't think I'd be fighting you. Okay.
Well,
is that a person or a horse?
Both.
Whatever he is, he's definitely not human. But what's with these readings? His magical energy pattern is closer to automaton than a servant, but his values are off the charts. This guy's got to be as powerful as a dragon-class demonic beast. Okay, that's pretty powerful, considering how many times we fight Fafnir. What? Are you quite sure of that, Da Vinci? You're certain he's an automaton, not a living creature? Trust me, I couldn't believe my eyes either. If he really is a machine, then these readings don't make any sense at all. You're starting to scare me. What's so strange about that anyways? Unlike living organisms, a machine's output rises and falls based on its operational parameters. No one would be so foolish as to fully open the throttle on one merely to leave the warehouse, right? Yes. All of this is to say the enemy is still just warming up.
Great.
But if it's giving off this much magical energy while it's still warming up... Oh wow, it's growling. I mean, he's growling. I don't even know if he can talk yet. That was a hell of a roar! Yeah, okay. I trust you measured that waveform, Da Vinci? Oh yes, we've been up against a number of opponents with vast amounts of magical energy before. But none of them took on such small forms. Retreat! Retreat! Oh crap, it's too late! Hang in there as best as you can until we can find a way to escape, guys! Whatever you do, don't go toe-to-toe! Fun. Well, okay. I kind of expected to fight Lancer Girl. I forgot her name. Not Chang Yu all of a sudden. But I guess this is what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean we fight him a lot of times.
That's true.
So at least I think 3 times.
I'm kind of wondering if mental debuffs. Okay. I guess we'll just try our best. Alright, let's see if these two can do the job. Oh, did we want to continue talking about JP?
Oh yeah, we always forget.
Well, anyways, yeah, so, finally the long, I don't know if it's long awaited or not, Limbo is finally coming out, or Ashia Doman is finally coming out. And obviously you've been saving for quite a while, and
I wish I had more quartz than what I have currently, but yeah, I mean...
And we have Watanabe Tsuna is coming out as well. And, you know, the 4 Heavenly Kings, and it's finally nice to finally get one that's not Kintoki. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, Kintoki's been out since, the first year, right?
Yeah,
so, like, I was
true.
kind of surprised that we haven't had one for, like, I almost forgot about them, right? Obviously, besides Raiko and whatnot. But, like, you know, they've been kind of, I wouldn't say hinted at, but, like, you know, they were referred to, for quite a long time, right?
Yeah.
So...
I mean, I guess it's tough, though, because, I mean, obviously, they release a lot of Japanese servants pretty regularly.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you know, do you just, like, release them with, like, Gura Gura? Like, does that make sense, you know?
Yeah, I guess
so. Yeah, I can see why it's taken a while to, you know, implement, you know, another one of these Heavenly Kings or whatever. But, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited to see if I can get a copy of him, too. And, yeah, I mean, what I will say, though, is that, I'm just kind of surprised that it's, like, another Saber. I feel like I feel
like I'm gonna die. Hang on.
Yeah, I think you are.
Oh my gosh. What's the win condition of this fight? Do I need to break his bar?
Probably just stall it.
I don't think I can stall it.
Maybe just bring better CEs or something. But anyways, what were we saying? Right, JP. Well, I just hope that they release more faster. I don't know. I don't know what I want.
But I mean, like, Tsuna has connections to Ibaraki, so I mean, I guess
true.
that would, like, you know, it would go well with that buff that she just got. Oh my gosh.
Ouch.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna win.
I don't have to break his bar, probably.
I probably have to break his bar. I don't think it'll be possible for me to win. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to change up my servants.
These lost belts really get you if you're not prepared, that's what I think.
Yeah. What can I say? Shang-Yu's a pretty strong guy.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go change up our servants. Berserker. So I guess I could bring a foreigner or something. Actually no, let's bring Waver and then I'll bring a foreigner. Alright. Let's see, where'd you go? Here she is. I really want to get Bond, so I'm kind of just seeing if we can just keep it at this, but truthfully,
I think you'll do better this time
Truthfully,
around.
I feel like I should replace some of the guys at the back.
Yeah, you didn't really bring the strongest dudes, but I think Hokusai will be fine.
Alright, we'll try it again with Hokusai, and then if it doesn't work out, we'll kick out some of the guys at the back.
Just bring, like, MASH or something.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. Let's see. What does this skill do?
Does Hokusai have a NP charge? I think she does. Is it with her other skill? I don't know.
Oh, here,
yeah,
this
yeah.
one, this one. Alright. Alright, let's go. Hopefully this time around we'll be a bit closer to breaking that bar.
Yeah, I mean, you were pretty close before.
Yeah.
Just, you know, not quite enough.
I wasn't quite ready for this battle.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll bring Mash with me. Oh god. Okay, that was strong. Oh yeah, I can't use my skills. My
Your Mystic Code.
yeah, because of poison.
I probably would have bustered Sigurd first, but I mean,
Well,
I guess it doesn't really matter.
oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Yeah, you have to kind of look at that. I don't think we can really do much.
I would probably use Hokusai's skill to try to get her NP. At least for next turn.
Alright, please, Hokusai.
What C's are you bringing?
Kaleidoscope.
Okay, you might need to bring Jord or something that like tank some hits. Like, yeah, no, you have to replace this back line.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. Like, I think I might need to replace some of the dudes at the back.
I mean, you might be okay if Hokusai doesn't get hit. Oh,
Also, I've not been critting. at
yeah,
all.
you really haven't.
Ah.
Ouch. Yep, ouch.
Okay, yeah, I think I might have to play this one again.
I mean,
Well, maybe not. Oof. Alright, guys, do your best.
yeah.
Should I use Yanqing's skill to get
Yeah,
stars?
I didn't know
Oh,
why you
God.
didn't use his skill while he's still alive. Oh boy.
I don't know. You just use this.
You think that really works on him? No way, man.
Alright, do your best, Kasniki. I have no faith in you whatsoever.
Oh, you gotta believe, man.
Wow, I think that was like the first 2 crits.
Look at all the damage he did. Oh wow, you got lucky there.
Like, it kind of almost looks like, Alright, who should we save?
Okay, well, I think you should at least use Dude's skill before you forget.
Who should we attempt to save? Like, I have a evade.
Maybe Yanqing, he has a little bit more health.
Alright. Let's try to, hopefully just breaking the bar will do it.
I hope so.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Oh my god. Woo! Ouch. Did that even do anything?
Yeah. Your Mystic Code is just really low level.
Well, let's do this.
Oh my god, I hope you beat it. Oh, Buster!
I wanted to quick chain, but I guess that's probably not the best thing to do right now. Yes, that fight was over in the first part. Okay, good. Yay! Good job, Yanqing! Phew!
You still wanted to quick chain, oh my god.
I feel like a quick chain would have still been fine.
Maybe, but...
I was really scared that my backline was gonna...
They pulled through. It's fine. They did it.
Alright, good job, guys. Plus Hokusai. Mostly Hokusai, though, not gonna lie. Alright. Damn, he's tough. Yeah, he really is. Such devastating oppression! How could I not rush to meet it? Watch yourself, Spartacus. He'll cut even you to ribbons if you just run in like a jackass. I see. So this is the extent of their capabilities. Okay, well, he talked for the first time.
Yeah.
They're so surprised. Samantha, we've got another servant headed this way. Who is it? It looks like it's Akuta Hinako's Prince of Landing. This is bad. If he joins forces with this automaton right now, why did you go on the attack without us, Lord Shang Yu?
Just too excited.
Shang Yu? Did he say Shang Yu? I needed to measure our opponent's abilities. That is all I can really do. I believe I have gained sufficient data in this encounter. We can begin our strategy meeting. Let us go to camp. I will formulate a plan to lead us to a flawless victory. Okay. Bye. Yes, Lord Shang Yu, allow me to lead the way. Oh,
Well, I guess they really are leaving.
wow.
Alright. We'll
they
take it.
yeah, they retreated. Well, I feel like they didn't. I feel like they didn't need to retreat, considering we were so shell shocked. Like, I feel like they could have just like killed us. Like, I feel like they still had the advantage.
Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like.
MVP lol, probably Hokusai, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, more like they let us go. It looks like that thing just stopped by to check us out. Just to check us out? You're joking. That thing was far more powerful than our servants. What in the hell was he? Dunno, but he didn't even try to keep his true name secret.
He's like, I don't care if you know.
Shang Yu. So that was Shang Yu? The Hegemon?
I don't know.
King of Western Shu who vied with Liu Bang, the founder of the Han Dynasty, for control of China? I guess so. Oh, this is their camp. Alright. Are you alright, Lord Shang Yu? I'm fine. It has been 2,048,000 hours since I last engaged in combat, but my chassis function without issue.
So precise.
That's nice. I mean, not nice for us, but, you know, nice for you. I was hoping you would never need to take up your swords again. The Emperor has decreed I must. Combat may not be my original function, but this frame has since been optimized for it. As such, it is imperative I use it to destroy the Empire's enemies. Yes, now that you're here, our victory is all but assured. So those were the Chaldeans. They hail from the same world as you do. They are a sworn enemy, invaders who threaten the Empire's peace and prosperity. We can never coexist with them. Their goals and the Empire's are fundamentally opposed. I see. They did seem surprised to hear that name, Shang Yu. What you told me sounded impossible, but it would seem it really is true. There truly is a history where I am known as Shang Yu. That's right. A single wayward branch of history led you to being given the name Shang Yu. And later generations knowing you as a human man. Me? A human? How could something so bizarre come to be? No matter how many times you tell me, it never ceases to surprise. That's how much China's history rippled out to the rest of the world, if the Emperor had passed away after a normal lifespan. Enough. Merely imagining such a thing gives us chills. Oh. Quite, Your Imperial Majesty. My humblest apologies. Wait, you're not in your yellow golden room anymore?
Maybe he's just like
telepathically talking to them. So tell us, how did you find your long-awaited return to the field of battle? My calculations show a clear path to victory. Let me handle the particulars, and defeating Chaldea will be no trouble. We see. Still, one can never be too careful. Thus we have given Qin Liangyu a battalion and sent her to join you. You will rendezvous with her and finish the enemy for good, ensuring a glorious victory for the Empire. Wait, Your Imperial Majesty. As they say, cleverness has never been associated with long delays. Now that we have Lord Shang Yu with us, our victory is a foregone conclusion. I think we should move to eliminate Chaldea as soon as possible.
Wow, really moving fast.
Surely you jest, Akita. You have fled from them not once, but twice now. Your tactical insight, such as it is neither necessary or welcome. Oh, well,
Ouch.
yeah, you tried your best.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Imperial Majesty. Please forgive my outburst. Good. You are not to make a move until Qin Lang Yu arrives. Until then, you will continue to monitor Chaldea and ensure they do not turn tail and run. As you wish.
So I guess maybe Jin Shi Huang, well, he obviously can, I guess, monitor the whole Lost Belt, I assume.
Guess.
He's like
His ever-reaching voice.
ultimate tiger mom or something, you know, just like
I guess.
always watching.
Well, I never thought of him like that, but I guess so.
And judging you.
I guess so. Alright. This should suffice, right? I think so. Okay, you said you learned something in your analysis, Holmes? Thanks to the remains of the automata we recovered earlier, I believe I've learned something. With Crown Prince Neja's help, I examined their inner workings, and... Yes, they look like me.
Oh!
I see.
Interesting.
I wish someday we get Hinako's Chaldea clothes as a costume. They're very cute. Yeah, honestly, I feel like actually we don't really get costumes. I think if anything, it'll be an arcade thing. But yeah, I'd totally be down for that. All right, their quality, however, is most unfortunate. Their mechanisms only imitate my own. There is much degradation. It pales in comparison to great Tai Zhenren's famed work. I see. The sage Tai Zhenren and his lotus spirit. So then you think these soldiers use sage arts as a base instead of science? Okay. Considering science is not really a thing here, I guess.
mean, they have science and technology. It's just not spread out to the whole, you know, to the locals.
Area. Well, no, I mean, when that Han, whatever his name is, came back, he asked about science as well, right?
So it's not like it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, they know about it, but we'll see. We'll see what Nisha has to say. Even so, I suppose it is impressive that they work as well as they do with makeshift parts instead of jewels of the old sage world. The key problem we face is that the centaur-like creature the enemy called Xiang Yu. What did you make of the combat footage we showed you, Nisha? Oh yes, this one is much more like I am than the clay dolls. I have not seen his interior, but I can say that much for certain. Many of his movements resemble my own style. Even though his form is so radically different from yours? I think those extra arms were bolted on later. His techniques still reflect a human-shaped body. Oh. Okay. I mean, Xiang Yu was talking about his new, I don't want to say new parts, but like his new, like he was talking about getting used to his new body, I guess you could say. So I guess that's
when
kind
you think about his like animations or something, right? He mostly just attacks with his arms, right, and not like the rest of his body. So
yeah.
I mean, besides his NP or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Anyways, if he had been made in that form to start, he would move much more naturally. I see. A true martial artist's perspective proves most illuminating here. To crib from Holmes, this is just a preliminary theory. But I think he was originally a humanoid, patterned after my design. Oh, okay. And that he became known as Xiang Yu, after many further modifications. In addition, we know that the other mechanical soldiers are much weaker, thanks to their mechanisms, made less complex. Prince Neja's body was made with sage arts from the Shang dynasty, lost long before the age of Qin. However, if, in this world, Qin Shi Huang managed to recover and gain an understanding of these arts, scientific progress could substantially have evolved from them. yet subsequently have evolved them into something wholly different from what they were in proper human history.
Okay, makes sense.
That could also explain how the Emperor managed to become immortal here. And why this Lost Belt has such unusual technology. This is no time to be admiring their handiwork. We should be asking ourselves what they're doing. For some reason, they haven't made a move. They've just been monitoring us from their camp about 2 kilometers away. My guess is they're waiting for something. Why can't we just storm their camp or something? I guess we're not strong enough, especially with Shang Yu there now.
Yeah, I feel like they'd make it kind of difficult for us.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't seem like Jin Shi Huang is very concerned about us at this point.
Oh no.
Yeah,
he
he's
can
just kind of
pinky
like,
kill us.
whatever, like, let them run around a bit. We'll just, deal with them later and then just squash,
Yeah. This silence is rather unnerving. For the moment, I've asked Miss Samantha to take the servants and remain on standby. How dare they treat Tai Yi Zhenren's work with less respect than it is due. When next we meet, I will show them the power of my fire-tipped spear. Alright, Neja, you got it. I did it, I got the Prince in MP4, now I'm satisfied. Yay, congrats! That's all you need.
Yeah, with the SR ticket, you can guarantee
definitely.
MP5
Definitely.
if you want.
Of course.
But yeah, nice. Congrats.
What the hell was that monster? I couldn't believe how strong he was. Yeah. Yeah, and he wasn't just some muscle-headed dumbass either. See, strength's actually a double-edged sword. If you're faster and more skilled than a stronger opponent, then you can still kick his ass up and down the yard. But that guy was... how do I put this? His eyes were as cold as ice, a far cry from the mania of the battlefield. They were the eyes of an oppressor if I've ever seen them. He must be defeated, no matter the cost. Yeah, he was freakish, cool-headed, like he was just calmly assessing our every move. I mean, he was trying to make a plan for us. He was just assessing our abilities.
Yeah, it was just the first of many battles.
It felt like he was predicting exactly what we would do, and what he needed to do to avoid every attack. Very creepy. It was well beyond martial arts. It was also strange that Prince of Lanling called him Shang Yu. If Qin Shi Huang really is still alive, I suppose it's not too strange that Shang Yu might be too, since they lived at the same time. Yeah, they might have both been alive back then, but that thing we fought today wasn't even human. For that matter, why would Shang Yu be a general working under the Qin Emperor? I mean, I only learned about this myself once I became a servant. But Shang Yu was a central figure in the rebellion that destroyed the Qin dynasty after Qin Shi Huang died, right? I heard he competed with Liu Bang, the guy who went on to create the Han dynasty, for control of China. Okay, let's say he was always born to fight. Would someone like that just bend the knee and serve Qin all meek and obedient? I'm afraid I've got even more bad news. Alright, Da Vinci, it can only get worse from here, right?
Yeah.
There's a new army headed this way, and not by rocket this time. If these readings are right, it looks like they're on a wheeled transport. Oh, is it Tiger Tank time?
Tiger Tanks.
More reinforcements from Xianyang, huh? Yep, and the fact that they're traveling by land means they aren't just mechanical soldiers. This is a real flesh and blood army led by an actual human general.
Oh,
okay. Does this mean Akta has been waiting to rendezvous with them? Probably. I guess they plan to end this by combining those armies to absolutely crush us. If they overwhelm us with their sheer numbers, we will have no way of fighting back. This is certainly a rather dire predicament. We can't even run away. There's nowhere we could hide in this wide open field. If we can't run, then we shouldn't wait for them to get here. Then we should make the first move ourselves. Yeah?
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess we could try.
Especially since we know that they're coming, right?
Are you mad, you fool? You're not here to formulate strategy, especially not without asking me. Alright,
okay,
Gordel, what do you have to say? What's on your mind? Besides, you just saw for yourself how frighteningly strong that Shang Yu monster is. Attacking first would be far too reckless. We can always retreat from this Lost Belt if necessary, but you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'll never be cured if we do that. We have to find a way to hold our ground. But then again, that Shang Yu robot scares the hell out of me. What is he anyway? Some kind of living storm?
Well, I mean, Gordel...
Yeah.
I mean, everybody dies eventually.
No,
You might as well
say-
take your chance, right?
No, don't say that. But yeah, Shang Yu is quite the storm. Just look at his NP. I see, our self-proclaimed commander is pretty rattled too. Yes, it might be reckless to go on the offensive now, but if we just wait around for the reinforcements to get here, we won't have a prayer. We should challenge that storm again, if nothing else. It's a chance to chip away at the enemy's forces. You're always so calm and collected, Jinka. If you think making the first move's the way to go too, then we might just have a chance. Alright, let's go on the attack. But be warned, I'm gonna be keeping an even closer eye on Samantha's vital than usual. Alright. Remember, we didn't come to China just so you could burn yourself out. You'll need to be real careful. Hey, long as we take care of business before Samantha gets worn out, then it's all good, right? Yeah. Please take care of it before I die. Either way, if we just stand here and wait for the reinforcements, we'll run out of options entirely. I say we strike now while the rebellion is hot. Alright, let's do our best, Master.
Let's go.
Fo. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. What? They've gone on the attack? Yes, we have. That's right. The Master of Chaldea and her servants are charging in like fools. This is perfect. Not even the Emperor would stop us from engaging invaders. Are you sure about this? We could still remain on the defensive until reinforcements arrive. No, the sooner we finish them off, the better. You're more than strong enough for that, Lord Xiang Yu. Very well then, I will do my best. I will join you. Hegemon King of Western Chu. It would be an honor to fight beside such a legendary hero. This time, we're going to obliterate Chaldea and their master. Don't leave so much as a trace of them behind. Alright. Ooh, I didn't really change my lineup. I hope I'll be okay.
Well, you can start praying, I guess.
don't know. I don't think I brought what's her name?
Hokusai.
I think I'm a little bit screwed. Oof.
Oh, ouch. Ouch. For real, though.
Well, we'll try our best. Let's go, guys.
It might actually... I wonder if it's... you can't chain Gil, but I'm just wondering if... Do you want to put Gil after Ishtar? I mean, she gets a Buster buff, but... No, I wasn't done talking yet. I was just gonna say, I wonder if it's better for you to do Ishtar's NP next turn after you use her third buff.
Oh, it's fine, whatever.
But then I guess you can't NP chain.
It's fine, it's okay. This one is kind of difficult, but I think your frontline may be able to deal with it. We'll try. I mean, it really just depends if we have to break all those bars. I kind of don't think we need to, but
no, I don't
just because we have to fight Xiang Yu so many times,
Yeah.
but we might be okay. I think I really need to take a hard look at my back line from now on, though.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Oh god, Gil!
Ouch!
Yeah, wow, okay.
Yeah, your backline really needs some revising.
I guess I mean, I won't be able to guarantee her to go, but, you know, might as well try. Pray.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh god. This is so bad. Alright, Kasniki, do your best. Oh god. I think he did maybe like 20,000 damage. Ooh. Damn it. Okay, well, this is what we'll do. I don't remember how the fight goes exactly, but we don't need to break all the bars on Xiang Yu. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling too, but I don't feel like everybody's going to really survive.
Yeah, I think Oh, you really need to fight landing. Get that.
Yeah. Indoors and reduce them to 1 turn, 2 left. Oh.
Okay, well then you could do it next turn then.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just afraid Ishtar's gonna die. You should probably throw Merlin at the back.
You could bring Sherlock.
I could bring Sherlock.
You could bring Sherlock and a bunch of 2030s.
But why would I bring Sherlock though?
Crit the shit out of them.
But it's a berserker though. I wouldn't
yeah,
really benefit from.
Well, then you don't have to deal with the.
Who should I save if I should save anybody? I mean, I kind of want to save Ishtar, but she's so low on health that it's just like,
it's not really worth it.
Yeah, like if anything, it would save Waver.
Yeah, but I'd swap your Mystic Code next time too. I don't know.
Alright, Waver, here you go.
Not ideal.
Nope. We'll just kind of pray that, that he hits, like, Kasniki or something. I don't know.
I guess.
I mean, his NP's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. Remember the first time I watched it, I was like, how come this is so intense?
This one's not an attacking one, right?
No.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought it was.
It's like debuffs and stuff.
Okay, whatever. Well, not really whatever, but you know. Alright. Oof. Okay.
Oh, I can't descend. Oh well.
I knew that wouldn't do anything. Okay. God, we're so screwed. Something like this. I don't know. Try to get some stars. Truth be told, I feel like I'm gonna have to play this one again.
You don't say.
Rip Waver. Alright, Yancheng, you definitely don't have this. Okay,
You must believe. Yeah, no. Yeah, you have a lantern.
I guess we'll just do something like this. I don't know.
Oh, damn it. I knew I was saving my QP for something. Oh, well, I don't have QP anymore. Oh, yeah, that's right. Did you buy the Bond Cup thing?
Oh, yeah, I haven't. I was going to buy it, but I completely forgot, actually.
Yeah, I hope I have the QP to use it. Well, I don't think so,
Oh,
actually.
God.
Oh, ouch. You need 10 million QP to use this cup? Well. Another day. Actually, it's like a lantern or something, right? I don't know.
Well, here you go. Here's Wicker Men, but they're all gonna die. Because, yeah, nobody can survive Shang Yu's NP.
Yeah. Not even if you believe.
Well, there we go. We got kind of
I probably would have just chained Kasniki.
Oh, could he train? Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of weak, not gonna lie.
Like, he is, but, like... I mean,
can he do 50,000
no, but...
damage? That definitely did so much to us. Well,
well, try again.
alright. Withdraw. Alright, let's try that again. We got kinda close to breaking that bar though, so that's nice, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of close.
Let's workshop the back line a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I still want Waver with me though. Or actually Merlin with 2030 would not be bad. Would you bring a Waver or a Merlin with 2030? I'll bring Waver because I have my own Merlin. Alright, let's...
Yeah.
Maybe... Should I bring Gil and Ishtar again?
Truthfully, I think if you fight it properly, you only need one of them. But I'd just fix your back line and throw one of them at the back just in case, you know?
Your hook size here again. Yeah, the back line really needs some work. Who do you think would be good? Here, let me just not filter.
You know what? Mash is always good, I'm just saying.
Mash is good. I'll probably bring her. Alright, let's bring Mash.
Just on the extra classes.
Yeah. It's okay. It's by bond, so we can just go like this, and she's right here. Okay, let's change her CE. Let's just do that. And what are we doing? Bringing Merlin?
Sure.
Mash, Merlin.
I mean, I think one of the best CEs sometimes when you go in is Carp.
Carp. Okay.
If you need stars, but like it's not...
I've got Carp.
It's not always what you need though,
Carp is,
right? It depends
yeah.
on what you want.
It really just depends who's gonna be the last person at the back.
Yeah, it depends on who's fighting, really.
Let's see. Who do we think we could... Okay, let's get rid of Carp first. Let's see who could probably benefit us. Probably a DPS would be good.
Gil.
I just took out Gil. I already took out Gil.
Not Yanqing. That's all I'm saying.
We're fighting.
Like, no offense to Yanqing, but you know, it's not his fight.
Yeah. Because we are fighting a Saber, if I actually had Chiron skills leveled up, I'd bring him with me. Let's see. What other archers can I bring? Kuro? Kuro's good? Should I bring stars? Do you think she'd benefit from stars?
Yeah, for sure. I think every servant does, but you know.
Ooh,
you can't bring that.
Too much. Actually, let's keep her with that and give the Mash this. There we go. Something like that.
If you want.
Alright, well, we'll try. Hopefully Hokusai and Ishtar.
I'm just surprised you're... Oh no, that
I haven't changed my Mystic Code.
That Waver you brought was a friend's. Never mind.
I don't have Waver.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, like, I'm surprised you're putting that max limit broken 2030 at the back, right?
I gave it to Merlin, I think.
Know, which is at the back.
Yeah, I know. I should have probably changed my Mystic Code too. Oh well. Well, I've never been that good at this game. What can I say? Okay, let's see. Would you Arch Chain with Hokusai, or would you fire off Ishtar as well?
Yeah, totally Arch Chain with Hokusai.
Alright. Then we'll use Ishtar next turn then. Alright, that was pretty good. Damn it. This invincibility. Sure had reduced damage to 2 left, so I have to hit it twice. Should I go for Shang Yu or should I just like Buster Chain Shang Yu or should I hit Lan Lang twice?
I would hit Lan Lang, then you can use your NP.
Okay.
At least that's just what I would do.
Really though? Don't you think Shang Yu is worst?
Well, yeah, but you can just get rid of Lan Lang.
I guess so.
It's up to you. I'm not telling you what to do.
Looking better. Nobody retired on the first turn. Yeah, there was no Gil that took an L in the first turn. Alright, I guess... I don't know, I just can't bring myself to... Okay, I guess, whatever. Ishtar, I don't know. I'll trust your judgment, Jacqueline. But sometimes FGO luck does that to you, where your DPS dies first turn or second turn, you're like, no! So close. Ah! Well, goodbye, Ishtar. It was nice while it lasted.
Yeah, well, you got rid of most of Lan Lang's life.
Let's see, hang on. Increase NP gauge. She doesn't have freaking... Oh, jeez, I keep on forgetting that MASH doesn't have, her thing.
Oh, like her defense skill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try to do this. I don't know if that was a good idea.
I mean, whatever.
Well, I just want her to get her NP.
No, I'd break Lan Lang's bar.
Oh.
Because even though you're gonna lose some NP, it's not like that much.
Alright. Okay, let's see. Alright, so who should I save? MASH or Waver?
Probably Waver, because he can...
Yeah. Sorry, MASH.
You can still use MASH's skills, though, just in case she lives.
But... Yeah. I don't really know, though. What does this do? Just Buster. Okay, and this is just Taunt. Okay. Do your best, MASH. Okay. Alright, Archchain with Waver or just use Hokusai? Probably just use Hokusai. Maybe.
Well, Waver's debuffs won't do anything to Shangyu, but I don't think it really hurts to get his NP, but I think Hokusai at 80%.
You know what? He's gonna get his things back anyways, and
That's
if
true.
And if Mash dies, Merlin's gonna come
I
in,
would
he's
get
gonna
stars
get his NP.
then, probably.
Yeah, same.
Who's after this? Merlin?
Yeah.
Merlin with
2030.
maximum broken 2030. Yeah, I think he'll probably be okay. But man, it's taking a long time to fight this.
Yeah. I don't really remember how I beat this 2 years ago. I think Mash is dead. Yeah, she's dead. Okay, let's see. What does this do? Okay.
It's kind of like Ash's skill.
Yeah.
You're not gonna use Merlin's.
Oh, like his attack up?
Yeah, I mean, at least
Yeah.
you can get your NP even if he dies.
That's true. Is it worth it, or should I just wait for Shangyu to get a tick first?
You can wait, I think. It's not like it's gonna stun or poison him anyway.
That's true.
It might poison or stun Lan Ling, but I mean...
I just don't want Weaver to die.
Oh,
I don't think he will, right?
I mean, I don't think he will,
Here,
but
take this, Weaver. Okay.
I probably would have crit chance Hokusai, but too late.
Whatever, it's fine.
Well, it's not like you wouldn't get her NP anyways, but...
Oof.
Really? Wait,
Yeah.
What does
It's
Hokusai's...
Hokusai's overcharged? No idea. But Merlin's overcharged is
It's
stars.
stars, I know, but you
Yeah.
have 20 max level broken 2030 on him. You don't really need... I mean, you could get more stars, I guess.
Well, whatever. I did it already.
You should read what her overcharge
I should probably
is.
check whatever overcharge is, yeah.
Because if it's like NP charge or something, then... Oh, defense down, okay.
As long as I break his bar and he doesn't, like, immediately NP, like, then that would be
He might.
death.
He might.
More damage to man attribute. Okay, okay. Are these guys men? I guess Lan Ling is, but I don't know what
Yeah.
Shangyu. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay,
yay.
I'm like, as long as you don't immediately, like, you know, NP, because if so, then I should have probably just thrown on Merlin's invincibility just in case.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do, honestly, because it's like, you never know, and you don't want
Yeah.
to fight it all over again.
Yeah, break bars are kind of like that. Alright, yay, we beat it. Shit, the enemy's reinforcements are almost here. I guess we were too late. I mean, it's daytime already. That's enough. Both sides, lay down your arms. Huh? What? But we've almost got them. Stand down, Akuta Hinako. The Emperor commands it.
Okay.
Okay. What's the meaning of this, Your Imperial Majesty? I thought you were sending Qin Langyu and her army as reinforcements. That's what I thought too. Indeed, I was. I ordered her to find Akita and Chaldea and lend her aid to whichever side was losing. Oh. Okay. You're kidding me. You're still being merciful to Chaldea? How many times do I have to tell you? These barbarians are a threat to your entire empire. I feel like Koyanskaya and like Akita are just like, come on, dude! Ha! Barbarians, is it? It seems you've forgotten what we told you. So far as we are concerned, you and Akta are every bit as barbaric as these Chaldeans.
True.
Be that as it may, we are beginning to get a clearer picture of matters here. The quarrel between you, Akta, and Chaldea has nothing to do with all of us, or nothing at all to do with us. You merely hope to use our territory as a stage to settle this quarrel. That's true.
Yeah.
And so are taking our time to we are taking our time to assess both our allies and enemies to determine who truly benefits our empire and who is merely a useless interloper. Well, of course Akita and I have been useful to you, right, Your Imperial Majesty? We came here to serve the Empire in its hour of need. Ah, yes. That reminds us. What is this dire threat our Empire faces? Is it the Chaldeans who have stumbled in like drunkards? Is it the invasion of Xianyang, my capital city? What say you, Hanxin? No, Your Imperial Majesty. The area that poses the greatest danger is the Empire lies outside that... Greatest danger to the Empire lies outside that massive impenetrable storm. I speak, of course, of the entire rest of the world, as it is now cut off from Your Imperial Majesty's blessings. Then what is currently our most pressing need? That would be gathering information about the world outside the storm. And not by taking a stranger's word, but by sending out soldiers you know and trust. Good. That is precisely what we had planned. We would expect no less from one of our most loyal retainers. Very well. How might we go about sending soldiers into the storm to investigate? I doubt the ones who came here on their own will be much help. Whatever ability that led them come from their world is most likely something they can only use on themselves. And one of the more recent arrivals in our domain, the Chaldeans seem to have crossed the storm using some kind of strange vehicle. So if we had that vehicle, we should be able to do the same, theoretically. But we would still need to learn how to use the vehicle, if not how it was built and how it functions, but once we do, it should serve to transport the Empire's armies to the world outside. This Emperor is good. That's a surprising amount of clarity about the big and small pictures.
I guess so, yeah.
There you have it. Chaldea has a much more valuable bargaining chip than either you or Akta. If you wish to negotiate with us, you will need to offer something of far greater value. Tayun's Capon. My name is Koyanskaya. Are you sure you aren't doing this on purpose, Your Imperial Majesty?
That one was just way off.
Of course, we thought we were doing you a kindness since you would surely dislike being called by the name you deserve. Oh. Or would you prefer we forego all consideration and call you Dudgy Foxwoman? Oh. Gasp. Oh. Pardon me. Oh. How? He was completely unarmed.
He's just a very strong man, okay?
Yeah, his punches kind of hurt. You grossly underestimated our intelligence, as well as our Imperial Guard's proficiency in Kung Fu. We are almost offended. She must have thought this was still the same China she enjoyed toying with as she pleased. Now then, let us begin our negotiations anew. I see. Are you going to come to us now? Hello there, loyal soldiers and people of Chaldea. We trust you can hear our voice. Who said that? It's okay, calm down, Minyur. I mean, I guess we shouldn't be too calm.
I'd be kind of scared too, like this random voice that you've never heard before.
I think it's coming from Mash's shield. Wait, her shield can talk? Or I guess there's like a speaker in it somewhere.
Well, summoning, right? So like...
The voice of an empire is heard by all its citizens. No matter where they may be, it will find them just as surely as the sun's rays.
Okay.
Wow, okay, no wonder they believe in whatever most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor. In this case, we are merely focusing a magnetic beam upon that girl's shield, thereby causing it to vibrate. Huh.
Oh, okay.
We could use anything of sufficient rigidity, but we assume you prefer your skulls not rattled directly. Yeah. No, please. No, thanks. The voice of an empire? Then, does that mean we are prepared to hand over this Koya something or other person you have been seeking so desperately? You mean Koyanskaya? Correct. However, in exchange, you must agree to let us examine that vehicle of yours in detail. Accept this condition, and we will guarantee you safe conduct in these lands. None will dare threaten you while you are under our protection. What? Your Imperial Majesty, what are you saying?
And she got so blindsided.
Yeah, really. Akta
Yeah.
Hinako. If you had shown yourself capable of capturing that vehicle unharmed, we would not have resorted to these measures.
Ouch.
But you have all but trumpeted your intention of leaving not so much as a trace of Chaldea behind. You fought to destroy them, Shadow Border and all, despite being fully aware that is not what we desired. Gah! Still, the foxwoman aside, you have your uses, so we will treat you accordingly. We will not punish you merely for acting against our wishes. However, know that if you insist on continuing to war with Chaldea, you will face the White Cavalry's spears. Be warned, if my Emperor commands it, I will show you no mercy. Alright. I feel like you're kind of in a corner.
Yeah.
What would you have me do, Master? We have little choice but to accept this, for now. Very well then, Chaldea. Now that we have all had time to calm down, what is your answer? Oh, and do note that our audio is not as crisp as our video. When you wish to speak to us, make sure that you face directly upwards and raise your voice. Are we screaming to the sky? Is that what's going on? Okay. For our part, just having another option for exiting this current predicament is more than we could have hoped for. Even if that option may cause other problems down the road. At this point, I believe capturing Koyanskaya and securing an antidote is far and away our highest priority. Though, of course, Miss Samantha will need to make the final call. Let's do that. Huh? Not me? We'll take your thoughts into consideration, girl.
Yeah.
Let's just keep your position to ourselves for now. Besides, that voice is speaking to Samantha. And I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be happy about being interrupted. Yeah, I wouldn't interrupt them. There's nothing we'd like more than a truce. We accept your condition. Let's truce. Good. A most reasonable answer. Now then, let us be certain of one thing before we begin to make arrangements. Do you know who we are? You are Chen Shi Huang, the first emperor of Qin. You're Julius Caesar.
What happens if you press that?
I kind of want to press the second one. But like, I want to press the first one too. Which one would you press?
Want to rock, paper, scissors? Because I want to see both.
Yeah, okay, you can be Julius Caesar and I'll be Chen Shi Huang. Okay, rock, paper, scissors. Alright, Julius Caesar. You're Julius Caesar. Caesar, yes, the young man who attempted to profit from our invasion of Egypt.
What?
But do not mistake us for some common dictator. Our empire extends to this entire planet. We are the first and last emperor this world will ever know. So this empire even went to war with Rome and Egypt in this world? Yikes. To begin, Xin Lang Yu there has brought with her a number of engineers. You will admit them, along with their equipment, aboard the Shadow Border. Yes. How do we know they won't break anything? Very well then, we will have our engineers conduct their work entirely under Chaldea's supervision. However, be aware that they will not cease their investigation until they are satisfied with the results. We trust you can work together in good faith. Any other questions? Where are you speaking to us from? Good question. Maybe it's from
the Moth Hive.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I heard you say something terrifying about magnetic beams. I'm speaking from directly above you, of course. Turn your heads upwards and it should be abundantly clear.
The feather thingies.
I didn't realize this was a speaker system. Directly above us? You mean... Yes, the Great Wall. Is that what this is?
The Great Wall.
Okay. The Great Wall has a speaker system. The Great Wall? But I thought that was built on the ground. The ground? Ah, you mean that thing we once used to keep the Huns away? Ha ha ha! Just how out of date is your knowledge of China? There has not been a great wall on the ground since our empire absorbed all other nations. Ooh, okay. Let's see. YouTube's being laggy again, but hopefully it'll be fine. It should be fine. Usually it's okay.
Yeah.
Does that mean this empire no longer has any foreign enemies?
The foreign enemies are from space.
Correct. This entire planet is now our domain. As such, any outside barbarians that might pose a threat would have to come from beyond the sky. Naturally, we could not merely sit around waiting for such hostile visitors to arrive, or it would be too late to defend against them, so we decided to fortify our defenses ahead of time.
Okay.
This great feat of architecture was built over the course of 300 years. Perhaps you know that... Perhaps you know that the original Great Wall's name meant the 10,000 li long castle? Well, this is far longer.
Well, yeah, definitely.
If we were to measure it in li, it would be 131,424 li in length. That's quite a lot. Man, where do I even begin picking that apart? You say you began space development in the 18th century? That is preposterous as Gandhi dropping an atomic bomb. Yeah, don't do that, Gandhi. We admit we did believe that the only possible threat to our empire might be from the stars. But we must say, even we did not expect to face one of this But we must say we did not expect to face one of this particular nature. Indeed, it was a great shock to see those impenetrable storm clouds, if that is even what they are, suddenly appear around this area of China. We no longer receive reports from the parts of the Great Wall that extend beyond China. The only parts that seem to function are those above China. The light of our glory once encompassed the entire globe, but now those accursed storm clouds have severed us from our own world, plunging it back into darkness. This is a tragedy. Without our guidance, our people will regress back to a state of chaos and violence. Thus, we must once again bring peace and harmony to the rest of the world. That's why you want the shadow border? Yes. That said, that single vehicle alone is insufficient to our purposes. We will need to produce vast quantities of them, and greater sizes capable of carrying much larger cargo, and so we shall require blueprints. Ah, so that's why you want us to let your engineers analyze it. Given that you are able to pass through a storm that permits no physical interference whatsoever, we assume you are able to pass through void space? Ooh. I'm impressed. I can't believe you figured that out at a glance.
He's just incredibly knowledgeable.
I didn't know he knew about void space.
Yeah, right?
We understand the theory, of course, but cannot imagine how it was actually achieved, and so we wish to learn how this conveyance was constructed. Ideally, we would like to confiscate it and disassemble it to be thorough, but this would be a great inconvenience to you, would it not? So we are willing to compromise and simply work with data alone. Consider this a display of our benevolence. But the world outside the storm is... yeah... yes. Akta and that foxwoman told us some nonsense about lost belts and pruning theoretical phenomena. If you insist upon feeding us the same lies, we may lose our temper. Well, you might be surprised.
Yeah.
Now would be a great time to stop talking, Samantha. Yes, we will close our mouth. There is no point in guessing why you visitors speak of the outside world in such vague generalities.
I mean, there's not really much out there anymore.
Yeah. We will make our own judgments once we have seen past the storm wall for ourselves.
Okay.
May I ask you something, Your Imperial Majesty? Did a strange tree happen to appear in this land around the same time as the storm? Specifically, a tree of light so large it reaches up to the sky? What an odd question. Do such things often appear out of nowhere in your world? Maybe he doesn't know about it. We see you are still hiding something from us, Akta.
Yeah, seems like it.
Well, no matter. We are well aware she has some cards yet to play. No doubt they have something to do with her differences with you. Our interest, though, lies solely in maintaining peace in our empire and reclaiming its territories. We have no intention of becoming involved in disputes between visitors unless those disputes become something that affects us. Well, it will affect you.
Yeah.
Now then, let us be candid. You inquired about a tree of light? The answer is no. Our sight extends to all of China, and we have observed nothing of the sort. All of China, huh? Since it seems like you don't stand on formality too much, I'm just gonna ask. Are you sure you don't mind speaking with us directly like this, Your Imperial Majesty? What do you mean? Well, most people in positions like yours like to, dress up their negotiations a bit, right? They like to trot out intermediaries and representatives and the like. Usually they make a point never to meet face to face. I mean, we're not really meeting face to face either.
Yeah, not really.
I mean, drawing a firm line between themselves and the lesser people by refusing to speak to them directly is a big part of how nobles like to demonstrate their difference in status, right?
He's just that benevolent.
Yeah.
What can you say?
Hee hee. Ha ha ha. What a strange thing to say at this point. We see. In your world, monarchs are so insecure that they refuse to permit themselves to be seen for fear of seeming less than perfect. Tell us, does the sun seek to hide from the public eye? Does the moon hide itself from the people's gazes? Nope. We are the Emperor, the child of heaven, the celestial existence who reigns over all our citizens.
He has some confidence.
That is why we permit them audience. Just as the sun's light bathes every corner of earth, so too does our glory shine upon every person on this world who looks up to us. Still, we suppose that if the sun looked the same as anyone else, it may feel a need to put on a bit of a show to emphasize its power and status. Then, you don't mind letting us see your face? Oh. Now, what are you going on about? You have been gazing upon my visage for some time now.
It's the sky.
Huh? Well, we suppose you cannot see us with your naked eyes, not with the horizon in the way, but you still have been observing us with those mechanical birds of yours, have you not? Oh, mechanical birds, the drones. Indeed, our eyes have met a number of times. I'm sorry, I don't understand. We've been observing Xianyang from a distance, yes, but... What? Then you stare at us without realizing who it is you look upon? How insolent. We suppose you could not help your ignorance, but now that you know, you should be more careful. Wait, hang on! Are you telling us that thing floating above Xianyang is... Oh, yes, that is us. Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I mean, it did look kind of moth-like. Feathers and stuff. It's kind of creepy.
I guess it's not really a building then.
It kind of looks like one though.
This holy vessel is the result of us abandoning our earthly body, as it could only deteriorate and imbuing all our authority within this machine in its stead. So it is a machine.
Oh.
I see.
I mean, everything seems to kind of be machine-like in this lost
Yeah,
belt.
it really is. In the 2200 years that have passed since, this body has grown and expanded along with our nation, and now we shall never touch the ground again.
No wonder we haven't seen him. Well, I mean, we have, just like
Not really.
The whole thing is him. Interesting.
Still, our grandeur is readily apparent in this form, making it easy for our people to understand.
Oh, actually, he's genderless. They are genderless.
We are the first and last emperor, immortal ruler who shall reign over this world for all of eternity. We are Qin Shi Huang. The music's really nice, though.
Yeah, I really like it.
The music in this Lost Belt's so good. Alright, I guess. Okay. Let's go fight this Saber Rider. Oh god.
Saber Rider. Probably Lanling again.
Probably.
Maybe.
Well, there's an unknown guest servant, so let's bring them with us.
Who the heck could be Rider? Red hair.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe. Rider. Guess I'll bring an assassin.
Yanqing.
Yanqing.
You can bring Jinke. I mean,
I can, but
you don't have to.
her skills are 1-1-1.
Oh, no.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Maybe another time. I kind of want. Let's bring Shiki here just in case. And Okay, Merlin, maybe I'll get rid of one of these CEs.
I mean, I probably would take off. I mean, I don't think Kuro will see battle, but
I don't think she will either. That's kind of a thing, but damn it. Alright, there we go. I guess this is what we'll do.
Sure.
Alright, let's see who it is. Alright, Section 7, Jin Huang. Man, of all the ways for the Emperor to obtain immortality, that one just didn't even occur to me.
Yeah.
Fo. So, after finding Neja's remains in the Shang Dynasty ruins, the Emperor must have worked out some sort of cybernetics breakthrough way back in the BC era.
That's kind of amazing.
No wonder the technology in this Lost Belt's so topsy-turvy. So the Emperor must have abandoned the Shenren's aspirations and found a way to attain immortality another way. Neja's mad. Shenren? The Shenren were Taoist mountain sages, or hermits if you like, who sought eternal truth. They also perfected their bodies, thereby achieving eternal youth and life. In proper human history, the first emperor of Qin attempted to become one such Shenren through an immortality elixir made with Chinese alchemy. But as it happened, repeated long-term use of this elixir only resulted in fatal mercury poisoning. Alchemy has always been a great deal more trial and error than a success, no matter where it was practiced. But in this Lost Belt, the same emperor must have given up on alchemy in favor of technology based on Neja. Well, Prince Neja's body was still created by our Shenren, so it's not as though that represented too big of a divergence from the path. To be honest, we actually haven't seen much of Neja in this Lost Belt, like, at all.
Yeah, we've seen a bit. Like, we have bits and pieces of information from her.
I'm kind of wondering if she'll make more of a, like, appearance, like, later in this Lost Belt a bit more, because
hopefully, because I mean,
they keep on referring to Neja,
right?
But like, I feel like we've even hung out with Spartacus and Mordred more than her, and we haven't even hung out with them that much.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
But the decision to surrender human form and grant only the mind immortality cannot have been made lightly. What?
Yeah.
So it's not the representative
become a machine thing.
Only the mind. Oh, okay, only the mind. Okay, yeah, I got it. From there, if the Emperor was able to stamp out all of dissent in the rest of China and continue ruling the resulting empire at the height of its power, conquering the rest of the world seems only a matter of course. Yes, well, as a mage, I can't say I approve of that, but I am glad this Emperor turned out to be such a reasonable fellow. Indeed, this was a most unexpected development. I never would have guessed that a Lost Belt's ruler would sever ties with its cryptor in favor of negotiating with us. That said, what do you make of the request to examine the Shadow Border in exchange? It's definitely a risk. I mean, we didn't so much as tell the other Lost Belt factions that zero sailing is even a thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the biggest difference is that this Emperor seems to have a lot of his own ambitions, or their own ambitions. And so, unlike the other Lost Belt kings, it's not just a matter of trying to get their people to survive or whatnot.
Yeah.
He's basically already achieved that.
Yeah, like everybody's doing pretty good. And
just like expanding their domain, so to speak. Yeah.
And it's not so much like, because, you know, how Scotty was like at the end is like, you know, I just want to protect, you know, this Lost Belt.
Like what little we have left, sort of
right,
thing.
Exactly. And like Ivan, who's just kind of just woke up. This one is more like, you know, we're just doing our thing, having our own parties, and you guys just have your own quarrels on the side. But we have goals.
Like they're set already, right?
Yeah, and they're much more interested in going outside, right, than figuring out our problems.
World domination.
Yeah, which is interesting, right? Anyways, the Russian and Scandinavian Lost Belts both seem to have their hands full with their own affairs. But China is different. Quite so, this empire is under the impression that the rest of the world is part of its domain, and that the storm is responsible for severing their ties to the rest of their land. They see this situation as an unprecedented disaster, much like we did with proper human history being wiped out of existence. I wonder what they'd think if they saw the world outside their Lost Belt. I guess they'd be pretty angry. I guess they'd be pretty distraught. Yeah.
Yeah, I think at that point, seeing is believing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their potential reaction is key. There are several Lost Belts, but only one Earth. It's a recipe for the biggest, crappiest game of musical chairs ever. Since there's no way for all these different civilizations to coexist. Instead of existing in parallel worlds, they all have to fight to exist on the same Earth. So the Lost Belts that are preoccupied with just scraping by are eventually going to have to fight others if they want to expand their territory further.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think Kristaria even said something about that. Didn't Kristaria say everyone's trees would be fighting?
Yep.
Yeah, he said that.
They mentioned that.
So the Cryptors, Team A, are competing with each other at the same time they're fighting proper human history. Why would Kristaria choose this? We have insufficient evidence to come to any conclusions about his motives, so let us leave that aside for now. The salient point at the moment is that all the Lost Belts will eventually be competing with each other for survival. Right, and while proper human history may be at a disadvantage with all its territory gone, there's still one thing we have that the Lost Belts don't. We have the Shadow Border.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the Shadow Border. And because of that, we're still the only ones with the ability to zero sail between Lost Belts as we please. But if one of the Lost Belts had the border, they'd have a serious leg up over the others, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, I can't believe this Qin Shi Huang was thinking that far ahead. He seems to be a pretty capable guy.
Yeah.
Not like to, you know.
I'm not sure why everybody's underestimating him. Like,
yeah, just look at what he did to China.
Like, BC era, like, you know,
yeah.
supercomputers and stuff, and I mean, getting out of this Lost Belt seems to be kind of not that
not that difficult,
right?
Indeed, though all of this assumes that China does indeed have all other nations under its rule. Then once Qin Shi Huang ventures outside this Lost Belt, the first move they make will be one to go on the attack against other Lost Belts rather than Chaldea. This could be our big chance to swoop in while the other sides are weak from fighting each other and take the prize for ourselves. I'm afraid not, Mr. Gordolf. The outcome we need to be concerned about is Qin Shi Huang gaining an overwhelming advantage thanks to the Shadow Border's technology, and going on to claim the entire planet as their own. Right, if that happens, we'll be responsible for creating the biggest threat to restoring proper human history ourselves. And there's no way to tell how it'll play out until we open the lid on this figurative Pandora's box. Gah. So no matter what we do, we're taking a big risk. There is also the possibility that we may become collateral damage when the Lost Belts begin to battle one another in earnest. Still, while we cannot rule that outcome out definitively, it's far enough away that we can worry about it later. In the meantime, our most pressing concern by far is the poison. It's finding an antidote for Director Gordolf and Miss Samantha. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly, Holmes.
You know our priorities.
I always knew you had a kind heart deep down underneath your gruff detective exterior. Well, I guess we can't deny that Tubby here is in trouble. If they really do hand Koyanskaya over as promised, does that mean we'll have one less thing to worry about? Well, in one sense, yes, but having Koyanskaya as a prisoner will create other very serious problems. If anything, it only further raises the question of how we will go about settling matters in this Lost Belt. And then there's the fact that we still can't find its Tree of Emptiness. Indeed, I was surprised to learn that not even Qin Shi Huang knew about it. Does that mean Hinako doesn't know either? What am I saying? Of course she does. I mean, it's her job as a cryptor to protect this world's Tree of Emptiness with her life. Quite so. Her behavior has been most peculiar from the beginning. Both Karok and Ophelia had formed alliances with their Lost Belt's rulers and shared a goal to expand their territory in the future. But here in China, the only one who seems interested in territory expansion is Qin Shi Huang. It even seemed as though Akito was trying to hold Qin Shi Huang back. Yeah, the only thing that seemed to interest her was wiping us out. That's true. I got the sense that she wanted to dispose of us before Qin Shi Huang started paying attention to the outside world. I can't tell if she's being reactive or proactive. a bit of both.
Yeah.
So hey, this might be too late by now, but are we sure it's okay to talk about this stuff in here? I mean, Qin Shi Huang keeps an eye on all of China, right? How do you know the Emperor is not listening in right now? He probably is.
Yeah.
True, the thought of the Emperor peeping on us from low orbit is more than a little creepy. But the flip side of that is that's all the Emperor can do. We should still assume our heat signatures are visible even with the roof in the way. But as far as audio is concerned, the Emperor mentioned that the quality isn't good, and we can only be heard when we are looking up and raising our voices.
That's true.
I know, cause I tried yelling a bunch of obscenities at the Emperor while I was in the cockpit. Hee. Wow, Da Vinci. Okay.
Wow. Risking our lives there, but alright.
Well, at least we're okay for now. So that's what all that stuff about old geezers, cyberpunk ripoffs, and 80s leftovers was. You must have been so confused, Gordolf. Anyway, having the Emperor constantly watching us at all times will get annoying, so I made this. What'd you make? What is it? A stealth module for your new Mystic Code.
Ooh.
Hey! I tried modeling it off of Robin Hood's No-Face Making. Just think of it as a streamlined, portable, bounded field. Wow.
That's nice.
That's amazing! When did you even have time to make that? That's what I want to know. Thanks, but it's really not quite as impressive as it maybe sounds. There's a lot of stability issues and other kinks to work out, so it's a prototype.
Hey, but it's better than nothing.
If the mana levels in the atmosphere are too dense, or it's really hot or really cold, it falls apart like a house of cards.
Oh.
So that means it would be pretty useless in the other two lost belts we've seen. Oh, maybe she's had it for a while, but she didn't give it to us because it just,
Yeah.
didn't quite work out. I see. But when one considers how stable this lost belt's environment is, it becomes clear how useful such a module would be here. Oh, it also focuses on precision over area of effect, so it won't hide you from someone close by. But since we only have to worry about long-range spying here, it should work perfectly in this case.
Okay.
Oh.
Whoa, what's going on?
What the? Did Xiang Yang just launch something else at us? Let's go check it out, Master. Alright, who's there?
Attacking the border again, like Sigurd or something.
Oh, a benefaction! Our village got a benefaction! Most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor wishes to thank you for your hospitality to our otherworldly visitors. Be grateful for this blessing. Ah, thank you, most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor. Thank you! Benefaction. I remember now. They said that's what those rockets are usually used to deliver. Man, they're so lucky. I can't wait till I'm grown up and get a benefactions too. Wait, only those select people got it? Not everybody? You mean kids never get them? We do, but they don't usually work as well when you're little as when you're grown up. They sure don't for me.
Okay.
I wonder what this benefaction thing is. Say, wanna try mine and see what they're like for yourself, miss? Here you go. It looks like medicine? Yep, it clears your head out and makes you feel really good. It's like a dream come true. Oh. Okay. Is that so? Give it here! Wow, Holmes is excited. Hey, Holmes, remember your reputation.
Oh, what reputation? It's part of it.
Rest assured, I'm not speaking solely out of personal desire. Don't you think such a drug is worth analyzing? This could be some sort of technology unique to this lost belt that has no counterpart in proper human history. You keep telling yourself that, Holmes. I see. So this benefaction isn't money, then? Of course not. I doubt this farming village even has a monetary economy. Then again, the fact that we've seen so much agriculture would suggest some economic activity. Yeah. What if their crops yield tremendous surplus every year without fail?
That'd be pretty amazing.
Is that even possible? I guess they'd have a lot of rotting food. In our world, using methods of agriculture with... In our world, using methods of agriculture with which we are familiar, no, but things may work differently in this world.
True.
I took a look at the wheat they are growing, and it was nothing I've ever seen. In fact, I can't even be certain it is wheat. All I can say for certain is that it has been heavily modified, so it's like a GMO. Perhaps this seemingly primitive form of agriculture is actually far more advanced than we have been giving it credit for. Even though these farmers don't have so much as a single tractor? Well, if they farm all day, I guess they don't really need it.
Yeah, I mean, just look at these endless fields.
Perhaps the methods are so advanced they have no need for machines. Why don't you analyze the wheat along with that shady drug then? You might just learn something. I cannot say the wheat is necessarily as interesting as the drug, or as nearly as interesting as the drug, but now that we no longer need to look for Koyanskaya, I suppose I could spare the time. Hey, isn't that Qin Shi Huang's... Hey, how are you? Hi there, the engineers just went on break. That vehicle is like your home away from home, right? I'm so sorry you can't use it during our investigation. Are you finding everything to your liking in our camp in the meantime? Oh yes, it's very pleasant here. The air is so clean and fresh too. It's so nice to have a place outside our vehicle where we can relax. We didn't really have that in our the other places we've been to. Foo! I'm glad to hear it. Alright, I haven't introduced myself yet. Xin Liang Yu, a general of the Empire. Xin Liang Yu. Do you know her, Holmes? You're from the Ming period, right? Do you know her? In proper human history, she existed about 400 years ago. She's famous in China for being the only female general in recorded history. That aside, the fact you are still alive in this day and age is a great surprise to us. Did Qin Shi Huang make you immortal too, by any chance? Of course not. I was just permitted to sleep in Mount Li after my accomplishments in the Bozhou Rebellion. Here in the Empire, any warrior who makes a name for themselves is put to rest in times of peace, and is only awakened again when they are needed. So you employ cryogenic freezing. Then I presume there is no need to keep a standing army here? Was Shang Yu frozen at Mount Li too? Shang Yu? Ah, I see. So you call that thing Shang Yu too? That thing? No, that thing is just a valuable relic. It's one of the most glorious and majestic Heavenly Emperor's most impressive accomplishments, which is saying a lot. It's both one of the cornerstones of this eternal empire and a monument to it. But as you can see, it's not a living soldier. You could say it's the ancestor to the mechanical army. So Qin Shi Huang's army is composed of those dolls. And you commanders from the past were unfrozen in order to lead them. Of course, I'm also told that the royal guards in Xiangyang are always assembled from soldiers of the current era. Okay. I've even heard that some elites have received instructions in sage arts from the most glorious and majestic Heavenly Emperor in person. But Qin Shi Huang has no need to keep a full army on hand at all times. The mechanical soldiers are more than sufficient, and the generals needed to lead them can always be summoned from their quarters in Mount Li.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I was frozen myself, and I'm also told there hasn't been any sort of disturbance for the last 100 years.
I was just gonna say, like, it doesn't seem like they're getting regularly attacked or anything.
So oh no, I mean, they have the whole world under their control,
just,
so...
like, no point, you know?
So you're saying war has been eradicated from this world? Even when I was a young girl, war was only ever something I read about in history books. Wow. I mean, wars can only be fought between countries, right? But there haven't been any countries besides our empire for over 800 years. The only reason I took up the spear was to help put down revolts. Then Qin Shi Huang has achieved dominion over the world by the 13th century? We started implementing gunpowder well before any other country, so no nation was able to oppose us. The discovery of the Fusang tree was a big help too, as it helped us make huge leaps in our medical science. It's all thanks to most glorious and majestic Heavenly Emperor abandoning mortal flesh in favor of a holy undying vessel. What's the Fusang tree? I feel like that might be the tree that we're looking for. I'm told it's the embodiment of the sage's secrets. A treasure trove of hidden mystic wisdom. Others know it as the Tree of Life.
Sounds suspicious.
Most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor discovered it while searching the sage world for the secrets to immortality. Does that mean Qin Shi Huang really did manage to become a sage? No. Most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor had already achieved immortality through the holy vestal before discovering the Fusang tree. They say the emperor chose to remain in metal form rather than ascend to the heavens, because it was a better way to lead the nation. Still, it took over 300 years to complete the search, and it wouldn't have been possible without abandoning the shackles of mortality. In the end, the emperor decided to use the sage's knowledge of medicine to improve the people's lives. With all manner of disease, hunger, and pestilence eradicated and our soldiers' strength enhanced through elixirs, no other country's forces stood a chance against us. Sage art-based biochemistry, That reminds me, isn't this a rather unnecessarily large plot of farmland for this number of residents? You think? I suppose everyone does have their hands full during the harvest. But the wheat grows on its own the rest of the time, so it doesn't seem like too much work for me. Is that so? I do beg your pardon. I merely thought that all this wheat might result in quite the surplus, given how many people live here. Perhaps you take more than half of the harvest as a form of taxation?
What is taxation?
Of course, everything the village can't eat is taken to Xiangyang. I see. Then I suppose Xiangyang must be an immensely populous city. No, not especially. Aha! Now I see. I take it wheat is still only grown for food in your world. Is that not the case here? Wheat is the key ingredient for ethanol, the Empire's most valuable source of energy.
Yep.
Well, don't I look like a proper fool? I was completely taken in by the appearances, so this rather mundane-looking wheat field is actually used primarily for growing your fuel source. I did hear that the world you all come from has a completely different history from ours. I can only speculate, but I gather the world you come from must be a cruel and unforgiving place. I mean, it's alright, I guess. What makes you say that? Yeah. I guess we don't have the guidance of most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor on our side.
Which is just too bad.
That young lady I do hope this doesn't offend you, but neither of you look as though you enjoy fighting. You have such kind eyes, so much so that I can scarcely imagine you in any quarrels to begin with. Fo! Oh no. No data. That's okay. Well, it looks like it fixed itself. Oh, YouTube was about to end our stream.
Again.
It seems to be okay now.
Yeah.
Alright. And yet, the weapon the young lady carries looks to be so heavy and dense that even the most seasoned of our warriors would have difficulty handling it. What's more, I can tell she wields it as naturally as if it were an extension of her own body. That people such as yourselves have been forced to become adept in combat at such a young age. Well, that says a great deal about how harsh your world must be. Okay, YouTube is getting more errors. Hopefully it will be okay. We'll watch it. But let's see if we can quickly finish up this part so YouTube doesn't shut us down. Damn, looks like they're gonna party all night, huh? That benefaction stuff must be some real good shit. Indeed. What's going on, man? This isn't like you. I thought you'd be all up in arms about, these poor people dancing at the meager blessings of their oppressors dying to bestow upon them, or something. Yes, perhaps under other circumstances I would. But seeing how happy they are right now, it's difficult to find fault in this. So that's how it is, huh? It was the pain and starvation I saw so many forced to endure that moved me to rebellion. They were treated more like animals than people. Their smiles in moments of hard-won victory and freedom were so fragile, so honorable. They are nothing like what I see here now. Jeez, I can read. Now that I think of it, I've never seen anywhere so filled with joy and peace as this village. Of course not. These sheep don't even know what war is, remember? Couldn't be further from our world.
I don't think anybody has seen anything so peaceful, I guess.
I'd always hoped that blood my compatriots and I shed would buy smiles like this. But I never dreamed I would truly get to see them. This world is too perfect for the likes of me. Ain't that the truth? Tell me, O Knight, are you sure we should even be here? You effing kidding me? Why would you even ask? You get along great with these people. I know, but even so, something continues to feel off. I cannot help but wonder, do we heroic spirits truly have a place on the battlefields of these lost belts? Oh, okay. Senpai, are you up? I guess I was resting. I guess here's where we're staying while the shadow border is kind of being...
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I'm kind of surprised we have, like, a full set of, you know,
tables and chairs. Yeah, right?
Cabinets.
I didn't realize the tents were so big.
Yeah, true. We even have some weird vases and stuff, which... Okay.
Alright. Have trouble sleeping, Mash? Yes, I'm afraid my nerves are still frayed from the battle we fought earlier today. I'm glad we survived thanks to Qin Shi Huang interceding, but it was still too close for comfort. Why don't we get some fresh air? I guess we can do that. Okay, thank you for joining me, Senpai. I see the villagers are still enjoying their festival. I guess these benefactions must be a huge cause for celebration. Holmes said he suspected they might be a luxury good, much like alcohol in our own world. The fact that it's like a drug makes me a little nervous, though.
Yeah.
Maybe our perspective is off here, since we're used to Holmes' habits. Anyway, it looks like they're going to keep the Shadow Border investigation going through the night. I hope Da Vinci will be okay supervising them. That leaves us with nothing to do for once. Where's Koyanskaya when we need her? Yeah, it feels like forever since we last had free time to ourselves.
Yeah, it's kind of suspicious that she's not really doing anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, she got knocked out before, so
that's true.
I'm just kind of wondering when she'll get delivered to us. This lost belt is really peaceful, isn't it? Something wrong? What's up, Mash? Senpai, I've seen a world like this before. It was a world of possibilities, united under a single ideal. You mean, are you talking about the Temple of Time? Oh, was that what she was talking about?
I guess so.
Yes, the King of Mages. I mean, Goetia envisioned a history of humanity that was free from strife and suffering.
Okay, yeah.
I disagreed with him. There was something about a world completely lacking any pain or adversity that just felt wrong to me. But now, the way people live here seems so close to that world, yet it's still rich with life and the scent of earth. These people aren't illusions, they're just as real as we are. But we're still this world's enemies. That we are. Yes, I know. Even after we take Koyanskaya into custody and secure an antidote, that won't be the end of it. We can't stop fighting until we find the Tree of Emptiness, cut it down, and prune this world away like it was originally meant to be. I know this is a rare chance to rest and relax, but when I think about that, I just can't get to sleep. I guess it's like a bit of a guilty conscience.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. That's part of why Gordolf is kind of like, you know, don't interact with the villagers and stuff, and
in case
don't
you
be
don't
nice
get attached.
to them, and yeah. So yeah.
I mean, I definitely see where Gordolf is coming from. I think for Gouda and Mash, it's like we always end up connecting to the locals or like somebody somehow.
Right. Yeah.
Right, and you know, at this point, it just kind of hurts to see them.
Of course.
Go away. I mean, obviously, in places like Babylonia or something, like, you know, you can't save everybody, but you know, there's still some people that can be saved. But these people are all gone afterwards.
I mean, it's also because we're the ones doing it, right?
We're not preventing Tiamat or whatever from
we're
destroying everybody. We're destroying. Yeah. Anyways, it's been so long since we've seen such a beautiful night sky. Yeah. Where's the antenna, though?
I was actually thinking, where's Jing Ke?
Where's the Great Wall? Oh, yeah, she's teaching the kid how to write letters.
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know. Haven't really seen her. Master, get back! What's up? Who's there? Oh, you.
Of course.
It would seem I missed my chance. Were you trying to assassinate me? I thought it would be easy to kill you under cover of darkness. Hang on. Yeah, under cover of darkness. I underestimated those who have spent their lives dedicated to the art of war. Even if it would take no more than a single stroke of my sword, I cannot bring myself to sneak up behind and murder someone in cold blood as they admire the beauty of the night sky. Prince of Langling, but we've called a truce right now. No, you and the Emperor called a truce. My master and I agreed to no such thing.
Okay.
As such, tonight, when everyone else has lowered their guard, would have been a perfect chance to end you, Master of Chaldea. Gasp.
Gasp.
Ordinarily, I would like nothing more than those moved by beautiful things to live out their lives in peace and happiness. But now that we have met as enemies, that can never be. I had hoped to end you before you had to feel any need for fear. Forgive me for my incompetence. Did you really think it would be that easy, servant? Xinlang Yu, I guess we're using her as a... Oh, I guess she's the guest servant. Did you honestly believe I would fail to protect our allies in a moment perfect for assassination? Perhaps a true assassin would have been able to elude me, but you? Not a chance. Chih. Warriors like you are meant to cross swords on the field of battle, not skulk around in the dead of night. Your master must be grossly ignorant of war to send you on a mission so badly suited to your abilities. Silence! I will not suffer any insult to my master. Still, now that I have heard such insolent remarks, I need feel no guilt for drawing my sword. For that, you have my thanks, General. Alright. Okay. I kind of still wonder who that rider... I guess it's just random rider mobs.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Because it's Saber and Rider, so...
Yeah. This story part was so long, I almost forgot that it was... Oh, okay.
Yeah, these generic puppet soldiers.
Yeah.
I don't think I've really used her before, I have to say. I'm surprised I can't use her NP though. Oh, I guess she hasn't. I don't know. Maybe because she's a guest servant? No, guest servants you can still use them. I don't know. No idea.
Maybe
because she's not my servant. That's probably why.
That's probably why. We'll probably have to fight her later anyways.
Yeah. Let's try to get Yanqing's NP again. Well, that wasn't much, but it's okay. Yeah, she's still alive. Oh, okay, that's why. I see.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, she's not a servant, so...
Yeah.
Okay, I probably should have used Ishar's third skill. I always forget about that. Well, oh well. That's okay. Not a servant, so no NP. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. But I feel like, they can still have, like, secret abilities or something.
I kind of feel bad for Lanling.
Yeah.
I have to keep fighting him.
Yeah. He's trying his best, okay? I don't know if that'll actually... Landing has a servant label. Xiangnu does not. Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I forgot about Shiki with me. Whatever, I guess. Actually. Yeah. She'll probably be better than Yanqing anyways. Okay. Please, you can do 6,000 damage, right, Yanqing? Oh my god. Oh, thank god. That extra attack really helped. Okay, These, soldiers crept up on me. Because I was hoping Ishtar could have... Yeah, and I was hoping Ishtar would have been able to NP again by now, but because landing its NP reduces charge, it was like,
I'll probably use her skill, though. Or... if she can get it next turn.
Well, whatever. Alright, Shiki, try your best. Oh, wow, yes!
She's really strong, okay?
Oh, ouch. Wow, thanks, though. Okay. That kind of worked out.
Yeah.
Let's try to heal her a little bit. I don't even know how much that does. 1,000. Okay. Well, that's better than nothing. Well, I still have Kuro at the back, but I still have, what, Merlin in the middle or something? Like, I don't think we need Merlin for this. Alright, let's see. Okay. Alright, good stars, Yanqing. Ishtar's gonna die to her burn, though. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. I think his NP looks really nice. Landing's NP. That background is really nice.
Yeah, I like the background. And the music is nice too.
Damn it, Yanqing, you almost got your NP again. Oh. Well, this is fine. Oh, ouch. Wow, okay. That hurt. Use this on... Ooh, would you chain Kuro? But then I just used...
No, why not?
I just used Shiki's skill.
Just use both of their NPs and then...
Yeah, well, oh well. Next time I'll just check.
Or I could just... No, I'd 90% Buster, yeah.
Would you Buster?
Did you use Hero Creation on her?
No.
Oh, no, you don't have to.
Well, I used it.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we'll be okay.
I think you'll be fine.
No, why did...
The music is so good.
Yeah, how come the music didn't go? I almost thought that like the sound was weird again.
I mean, the sound was weird.
This one too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's fine. All right, that was pretty good. I've stalled long enough. Any chance you had at victory is gone, Prince of Landing. Qin Liang Yu speaks the truth. Nighttime, though it may be, even we, as such great remove, cannot help but notice such tumultuous commotion. Gah! We trust you can hear our voice, Akita Hinako. What do you have to say for yourself? Oh, there she is. Not much to say, huh? Akita. I know you may not understand right now, Your Imperial Majesty, but I promise that everything I've done has been for the prosperity of your empire. Is that so? Then it would seem you indeed have no intention of honoring our wishes. Now then, what to do with you? We doubt the threat of beheading would be enough to cow you? No, if we are to punish you, then we must take something else away. No, don't take it. Ah, yes, I know. Come here. Kwai G0.
Oh no, is it hubby?
Don't take him. You summoned me, Your Imperial Majesty. Shang Yu? We did. Rip your core out of your chest and smash it to pieces immediately. Oh no, smash it to pieces immediately.
No.
Don't do that. Oh no. As you wish, Your Imperial Majesty.
That's rough, man.
Wait, please, wait. I'm sorry, please, anything but that. Ah, so you're able to plead for forgiveness. Plead for whatever. You must be quite attached to that machine indeed. ... Akita? Please, have mercy. I swear I will serve you faithfully from this moment forward. I'll do anything you ask. Anything at all. Just please, spare his life. I can read. We will hold you to your word, Akita Hinako. Know that the only reward for defying our will is to fear far worse. Our will is fear far worse than any mere death. Yes, Your Imperial Majesty, I swear, I will never go against your wishes again. Well done, Qin Liang Yu. You need not concern yourself with that woman any longer. Understood, Your Imperial Majesty. Lady Samantha, I suggest you return to the camp and retire for the night. Senpai? Let's go, Mash. Alright, let's go. Okay.
Well, that sucks, man.
Yeah. I must ask you once again. Yes? Who is this Shang Yu you speak of? To answer that, I will need to tell you another very different story first. The one where the Emperor died before obtaining the Holy Vessel? That's right. After the Emperor passed, the quest for immortality was seemingly buried with him. You were no exception, as you were kept hidden away in the secret Kuai-ji laboratory. But someone found and reactivated you, a man by the name of Xiang Liang. He went on to become one of the many people attempting to rule China for himself after the decline of Qin. Then, in this history, I fell into rebel hands. Xiang Liang wanted to use your superhuman abilities to further his own ambitions. So he gave you his surname of Xiang, the first name Ji, and the courtesy name of Yu, and presented you as his nephew, despite knowing you were not actually human. True, I was only given my current combat frame long after I was first activated. My original chassis was entirely humanoid. No one ever suspected Xiang Liang was lying. Thought simply never occurred to them. The Emperor had based you on Tai Shenren's creation. A machine as advanced as you was beyond anyone's imagination at the time. Then I was treated as a person rather than a device. Given your appearance, no one had any reason to suspect you were anything other than human, regardless of how exceptionally skilled you may have been. In time, future generations would come to know Shang Yu as one of China's greatest warriors. Yet none of them would ever know your true identity, nor how you were made. Something is amiss with your claims. If this Xiang Liang person kept my origins and the truth of my creation a secret, how did you come to learn of the truth, or how did you come to learn the truth? Good question. Who are you really? Who are you really? I'm just a drifter. One who came to this lost belt solely to be reunited with you, my beloved Lord Xiang Yu.
That's a way to end a chapter.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess it explains, is for, like, first-time people, like, why she kind of, like, I don't want to say broke down or anything, but, like, completely
what her stake is.
Yeah, completely flipped, when, he got threatened by, Qin Shi Huang. Alright, so, we've read for about 2 hours. I think maybe we'll finish reading this next section, Section 8, and then we might call it a day.
Yeah, sure, if you want.
I mean, I might do a roll or two for Qin Shi Huang, because I do still want him. So I might do that, just read Section 8, and then maybe roll a roll or two. We'll see how long it is.
Yeah, it's a story part, so
yeah,
it could go either way.
Yeah, alright. No battles, let's go. Alright, Land of Peace. Section 8. Let's go. Huh, sounds like you had quite the evening. Yeah, we almost got killed. Peculiar though this may be, it does present another piece of the puzzle. Unfortunately, it does nothing to make the larger picture any easier to see. We know that the Cryptors' first priority is defending their Tree of Emptiness. And yet, Akta has not told this Lost Belt's king of the tree's importance. Furthermore, she moved to eliminate us entirely on her own discretion, only to end up swearing allegiance to Qin Shi Huang the instant Xiang Yu's life was threatened. I was taken aback to see Akta acting so aggressively when we first came to this Lost Belt. But seeing her so scared and flustered was just painful more than it was surprising. I guess I really didn't know anything about her back when we were both at Chaldea. Yes, about who she was at Chaldea. Holmes and I did a little poking around in the data we managed to back up from the server. And her entire background reeks of falsified records. Indeed, I had to practically hold my nose as we picked apart her disguise. I feel like Chaldea would have higher security though, but maybe not.
Maybe at first glance it looks okay, but then when you delve deeper, it's kind of off. Maybe.
Yeah. Disguise, even though she was a member of Chaldea's staff? Let's see. Imagine her profile is like a painting that's been thoroughly, methodically airbrushed to erase any trace of the original painter. Correct. There was not a single errant brushstroke, so to speak, to be found anywhere. Anyone who has lived an ordinary life will inevitably leave behind a bit of useless information about him or herself along the way. And yet, there was nothing of the sort to be found in Akta Hinako's data. It was as though her entire life story was designed to pull the wool over someone's eyes. You mean like an intricate piece of fiction? You mean like a perfect alibi? Precisely. That is just the sort of interjection I was looking for, my dear Watson. So the fact that nothing in her personal information is strange also means nothing in it is real? Is too perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. That's basically nothing even remotely human about her entire background. Oh, there is basically nothing even remotely human about her entire background. And even that's not the only obviously suspicious thing we ran across. According to her profile, Marysbury Hemisphere brought her to Chaldea, supervised her aptitude test, and oversaw her periodic health exams and interviews personally. It seems every bit of data about her was submitted with his authorization codes. No one else's. I guess that is pretty suspicious.
Yeah.
The first director? Just the fact that he handled it all alone is one hell of a red flag for security.
He was probably in on it.
Yeah.
I mean, like my guess is, like, he'd have to have been because, I mean...
Yeah.
You know, he's at the top and...
Yeah.
You know.
It'd be easy for him to falsify any data he wanted, considering his position.
Mm-hmm.
Be that as it may, if Kalia's original director was the one who manipulated her profile... Yeah, if a guy like that high up the food chain had something he wanted to keep secret about her, we're pretty much SOL. Shit out of luck? How did Akta end up in Chaldea in the first place? Did she actually have enough race-ship aptitude to be chosen for Team A? For that matter, who the hell is she, really? At this point, I don't know what to believe. Indeed, everything we thought we knew about Akta Hinako's personal information is suspect at best. So it wouldn't really be a stretch to imagine she might have a different goal from the other cryptors. Obviously not. What's more, this goal is evidently more important to her than protecting her lost belt or preserving her relationship with its king.
Yeah.
One might think eliminating us would be her first priority, but as we've seen, even that is secondary compared to her concern for Xiang Yu, another figure about whom we know next to nothing. It looks like that name only means anything to those of us from proper human history. In this lost belt, he appears to go by something else. Yeah. I think he was called Kwai G0. Kwai G. Well, a quick database search suggests that area has some significance for Xiang Yu. It's where his uncle, Xiang Liang, started his revolt against the Qin Empire after the emperor died. You could say it's where Xiang Yu began his career as a warrior. Regardless of who Xiang Yu may be in this world, the fact remains that he belongs to this lost belt. So I cannot fathom why Akta Hinako, though nothing else we know about her is certain, comes from proper human history, would care so deeply about him as to abandon her own goals, or her other goals. That one's pretty straightforward. She must have fallen in love with him at first sight. Well,
you never know. Could
love is always in the air.
Yeah.
The more foolish the woman, the more likely she is to check everything away for such silly notions. Careful, Gordy. You're gonna lose any goodwill you may have built up with your female staff. Is there any female staff, actually, besides you and, I guess, Xion and us and Mashed? I guess there's more of us than I thought.
Yeah.
Bah! The only women here are Samantha and Mashed, and you borderline lollipop. Well, I was certainly disappointed by what you said. Oh, okay. Wait, really?
Well, yeah, I mean...
I thought it was... okay. Now, do try to stay on topic. We still have a mountain of problems that need solving. Oh, right. We still need to talk to the people who are going to be less than pleased about this. Who's going to be less than pleased? Oh. Even if it's only temporary, I can't believe I have to pretend to make nice with that emperor. Just the thought makes me sick. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sorry about that. Negotiate? Out of the question. That tactic plays right into the oppressor's hands. Do not be fooled, detective. They will tell you whatever the weak wish to hear and pressure you into swearing allegiance with only the pretense of your consent at best. Given the urgency of Miss Samantha and Gordolf's condition, I'm afraid we have no alternative. At a minimum, I would like to maintain our truce with Qin Shi Huang until Koyanskaya is clearly in our custody. If we could prolong it until Akita Hinako is out of the picture, so much the better. Whatever her reasons for doing so may be, Akita Hinako remains fiercely determined to eradicate us. So much so that she tried to assassinate Miss Samantha in the dead of night against Qin Shi Huang's wishes. Obviously, Akita and Qin Shi Huang aren't exactly BFFs at the moment. But we can't be sure that will last since there's still a lot we don't know about the relationship. There is every possibility that she may yet convince Qin Shi Huang to take her side in all of this. What about defeating Qin Shi Huang and cutting down the Tree of Emptiness before Music and Master can fall victim to this accursed poison? I mean,
No one really knows where it is, though.
Yeah, nobody knows where it is, and just because you get rid of the tree doesn't mean our poison's gone.
That's true. Although that whatever tree that Jinxi Huang found
Yeah.
is pretty suspect.
Tree of knowledge or whatever.
Tree of life or
yeah, tree of life.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should that not be our first priority? Listen closely, Spartacus. At the moment, making an enemy out of all the Empire will lead only to disaster. Right now, Koyanskaya is a wild card who would wreak havoc no matter where she is or whose side she is on. If we don't have an antidote ready to go by the time we face off with Qin Shi Huang, it will be over before it begins.
That's true.
All the Emperor would have to do is kill Koyanskaya. And Miss Samantha would be saddled with the poison's deleterious effects for the rest of her life. Let's not forget that my own life would be tragically shortened. Yeah. Yes, ultimately, we need to destroy the Tree of Emptiness and erase this lost belt, and to do so, we will inevitably need to face and defeat Qin Shi Huang. So bear in mind that any amicable relations we appear to have now are a strictly temporary state of affairs. So you want us to pretend to be friends until we can attack when the Emperor least expects it, right? Yeah, that's fine. Hell, I used to ask Agravain for advice with that sort of sneaky shit all the time. I refuse. Acquiescence is the first step to allegiance, and allegiance inevitably leads to subservience. My master must never side with oppression, but always rebel against it. She should rebel against pain, rebel against suffering, and ultimately triumph by rebelling against destiny.
Okay.
Get the goddamn stick out of your ass, would ya? We're playing the long game here, lunkhead. The important part is that we get to destroy the Empire in the end. So why don't you just think of all the rebelling you're gonna get to do later as a prize for all the restraint you gotta show now? I mean, you love repressing your own shit, right? Are you all truly willing to go along with this? When I tried to assassinate the Emperor before, I lost the moment I focused on something other than the killing itself. But I'm not the one leading the attack this time. I get that Samantha has her own way of fighting. I'm sorry. I know it's a lot to ask. Yeah. Well, there's nothing I can do if you're going to plead at me with that helpless look on your face. I mean, you're just now realizing how hopeless your chances are against Shang Yu, right? It's getting stuffy in here with so many of us present. I think I'll step out for a bit of fresh air. What was that look? Huh? Holmes just winked at me, Senpai, and Jinko. What's going on? I don't know. What's going on, Sherlock? Wow, it's daytime already. What is it, Holmes?
That was fast.
Is there something else you wanted to talk to us about? I thought it would be best if Spartacus were absent for this next part. I trust you to retain your cool, Miss Jinko, but let me remind you to refrain from raising your voice. As long as we whisper, Qin Shi Huang should be unable to hear us. I've mostly finished my analysis of the benefaction drug, and it's beyond anything I could have imagined. Its psychotropic effects are secondary at most. Its true purpose lies in boosting the immune system, or perhaps I should say enhancing it to an unfathomable degree. And despite its potency, there are almost no negative side effects as long as one condition remains unmet. Okay. What condition? It is well beyond what modern medical science would achieve, or could achieve. Yeah, could achieve. In fact, I doubt even Magecraft from proper human history could create a drug so effective. It is something that could only be made here, in a lost belt where pharmaceuticals and biochemistry are entirely based on sage arts.
Okay.
Now I see. So it's mass-produced elixir. And they just hand out something like that amazing to every citizen during every major celebration? Indeed, and as a result, illness and disease have been completely eradicated. I doubt any of these people have had so much as a cold since they were born. Then it's a real, actual panacea. Panacea? I don't know what that is. Hold on, what's the condition that needs to go unmet for this to work? Good question. Ah, yes, that would be old age.
Old age.
Once a person's hormonal secretions have reached a certain level, this drug functions as a lethal anesthetic.
Oh.
I estimate it to be at least several thousand times more potent than pentobarbital. I guess that's an anesthetic. I'm not too sure. That can't be right. Hang on, what did that mean? Wouldn't that mean what? Now I see. I thought it was strange that we hadn't seen a single elderly person here. This is no unintended side effect. It's quite clear that the medicine was designed to work this way. Designed? Then it really is poisoning everyone who takes it. So when somebody's body secretes a certain amount of hormones, in other words, once their body has aged to a certain point, they just die? I guess so. Correct. From our perspective, distributing a drug like this is no better than mass murder. Still, a case can be made from a Buddhist perspective and how it views the four inevitabilities of human life, namely birth, aging, disease, and death. If one considered both old age and illness equally undesirable, one could say this medicine protects you from the pain of the former and the latter at once.
Okay.
I cannot say if every world, under all possible conditions, would eventually arrive at these ethics of pharmaceutical science. But the wheat grown here has been extensively genetically modified into something extraordinary. Its resistance to disease, its yield, everything about it stands leagues above its natural counterpart in proper human history. With a crop like this, one could live their entire life without ever knowing hunger. And if you never had to worry about food, you'd probably never think to take it from someone else. There is no economy here, no division between rich and poor exists, and we have all seen for ourselves how ignorant they are of war and violence. It seems that life here is far removed from the suffering that one might expect in our world as it's possible to imagine. And when their life has run its course, this drug puts them to sleep permanently, well before they can begin to feel the pain of old age. I dare say that, if nothing else, this world has done a frighteningly effective job at removing pain and suffering from people's lives. But that's no way for people to live. They're practically being kept as livestock. I mean, that's what we've been kind of talking about for a while now.
Yeah.
So this is how Qin Shi Huang, how that dictator decided to solve humanity's suffering. Makes sense. No way a leader who abandoned their own humanity would in turn treat their subjects like people. As far as making a decision between this lost belt and proper human history, Spartacus claimed that we should fight to determine which should be allowed to survive. If hearing that gave you pause, I would urge you to give the matter more thought, keeping what you now know about this benefaction in mind. In this world, the definition of a happy human life is exceedingly simple. Not much of a choice in our response. Seeing as you will need to make this choice sooner or later, I think it's best I suspend my usual behavior in favor of full disclosure. Wow, oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, she's turning over a new leaf.
Once in a lifetime opportunity. Allow me to share with you some speculation. Do keep in mind that this is not a deduction, but rather a bit of conjecture on my part. Holmes. This relates solely to one question, namely, why did the spirit origin graph fail to work with this lost belt's ley line? You think it has something to do with this medicine? That may not be directly related, but it does support my current hypothesis.
Okay.
Heroic spirits have always been one side of Alaya. Oops. Oh yeah. Mankind's collective unconscious.
Oh, they kind of talked about that earlier.
They are defined foremost by their purpose, protecting humanity. While there may be many different methods and conditions involved in summoning servants, the one thing they all have in common, without exception, is responding to the summoner's prayer. However, if there was not a single person in the world who had the emphatic need to pray for something, and if such a world had flourished unabated for hundreds of years, right, then it wouldn't be all that surprising if that world lost its connection to the throne of heroes entirely.
Yeah.
For that matter, there wouldn't even be any heroic spirits in that world, just like there aren't here. After all, every hero who might be needed to fight someday, like Qin Lang Yu, is still alive. So, this Lost Belt is a world that has no need for heroic spirits at all. Can you imagine a person wishing fervently for anything in a world free from hunger, pain, and suffering, Miss Curelite? I know I certainly cannot. Indeed, it only makes sense that servants would never appear in a world where no one wishes for anything. Thanks for telling us this, Holmes. Whatever doubts I might have had are gone now. I will do everything in my power to take Qin Shi Huang down and put an end to this disgusting regime. As long as I get there in the end, I don't care how far out of our way we have to go.
Yeah, I mean, what would people have to be able to wish for in this, society, right?
Like, they obviously don't even know old age, so, like, they probably wouldn't...
Well, they mentioned old age earlier, but they're like, oh, but I've never,
I don't know.
Never experienced it or something.
But they're very happy to be blessed by Qin Shi Huang, so,
yeah,
like,
clearly.
I feel like
they also don't really know anything else, right?
Yeah. I feel like they would happily accept their death, too. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, though. Anyways...
I wonder if these people grieve, though, right? Because, like, in that sense, that's still suffering, right?
I guess.
Though, I mean, they don't even know kind of where they come from, so to speak.
That's true. Yeah, they
don't
don't
know
have...
if that would really matter,
They
though.
don't have any concept of mother and father. Well, I guess if they don't really have strong bonds to the people in their village either, then they don't really have to grieve for them because they're just, somebody else that they're not particularly connected to. I don't know.
I wonder how you would do that, right? Because inevitably, if you stay in the same place for at least an extended period of time, it's not like people aren't social creatures even in this society, right? So, I mean, if they eventually die, I mean...
I don't know. Don't ask me. Anyways, so right now, let's focus on curing Samantha. Now that I know where I'm going, I can wait as long as it takes. Thank you, Jinko. Alright. Progress report. We should finish a complete scan of the vehicle's interior by morning. Good. Be careful not to overlook anything. Remember, the future of the Empire rests on your shoulders. Yes, ma'am. I'll go see how things are I'll go see how things are outside. Wow, it's nighttime already.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
The days progress so fast. The Shadow Border, the product of a world entirely different from ours, huh? Because the moon does not know how to drink, my shadow merely follows the movement of my body. The moon has brought the shadow to keep me company a while. The practice of mirth should keep pace with spring.
What are you indoctrinating this child with?
What was that, young man? Oh, it's called a poem. A guy named Li Bai wrote it long time ago.
Oh, he's dead, man.
Who taught you that? Well... Ooh. We see Qin Lang Yu's investigation is proceeding smoothly. It feels good to have so much data moving among our circuits. Do you think you will be able to analyze that otherworldly device, Your Imperial Majesty? Who do you think we are? This holy vessel's full calculation capabilities can easily handle a single vehicle. Or so we thought. This is amazing. How could they fit so much functionality into these dimensions? It's hard to believe what we are seeing. Forgive the intrusion, Your Imperial Majesty, but there's something you should know. What is this about? The children in this village are reciting poems.
Oh my god!
Gasp!
I'm sweating bullets, like, look at this.
You're kidding! When I asked them about it, they said they learned it from Chaldea. We see. Then Chaldea are Confucians.
Okay.
Yes, Your Imperial Majesty, this is undoubtedly the work of Confucianism. Can't be Confucius, I guess. Alright, well, that took an interesting turn.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, although I suppose Jinko has been working behind the scenes, teaching...
Playing with kids, teaching them poems.
Yeah. Huh. I mean, I guess I never expected that we would be openly, negotiating with Qin Shi Huang, especially at this stage.
Yeah.
But also because of the other Lost Belts, we were
Yeah.
obviously at odds with the Lost Belt Kings and stuff, and
Yeah.
you know, it's interesting to see, I guess in particular with this society, how much a king can be different, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, obviously, like we mentioned before, like there's no need for people to, you know,
Wish for anything.
right, they already have
Everything that they need.
good lives, right? I mean, despite not being able to, you know, grow old, much
Yeah.
like LB2, at this point, we're just dealing with an emperor who's very ambitious and wants
Yeah.
to take over, you know, the planet or whatever,
And
right?
slowly poisoning his country, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty interested to see how much he really knows about, I guess, everything in general, because he seems to have a very good idea of, you know,
I mean,
space and, like, you know, obviously, we have technology that he doesn't, or they don't, and, you know, obviously they want it,
Yeah.
and, yeah.
I'm interested too, and hopefully we'll find out soon.
Yeah.
Anyways, like I mentioned before, I think that's just going to be the last part that I'm going to be reading
Oh,
today.
I want to talk more, though.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was like, don't wrap up yet.
No, I wasn't going to wrap up because I'm still going to roll.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm also interested in, I guess her name is Akta,
Yeah.
and, you know, obviously her relationship and, you know, her, like, I guess what she really is
Yeah.
still going to be uncovered.
Yeah,
But,
and her
I
motives
mean,
and whatnot.
But yeah, but I think it was really interesting to see that Marisbury obviously had a hand in concealing her identity and what that really means, because
Right.
obviously she has other goals.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And her perfect record is too perfect that it looks imperfect.
right. And
Yeah,
you know,
too good to be true.
she doesn't leave any trace of herself.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. And yeah, I mean, I think you said that there's only like 14 parts to this.
I think there's
Lost
18,
Belt?
I'm not too
Oh,
sure.
okay,
You might have
18.
to check.
Okay, well, if it's 18, I'm just like, how is this gonna wrap up so fast?
In 5 chapters.
Yeah, then...
No. I think there's 18. I'm not too sure.
Okay, well,
but-
if there's 18, then, like, I'm not really concerned in
Yeah.
any way. But, you know, yeah, I'm honestly liking this Lost Belt quite a lot. It's very different
Yeah.
from the other two.
Me too. But I
and,
feel like
yeah.
I feel like a little bit that the characters are a little bit underused, some of them.
Yeah.
Spartacus, Jinka, Mordred. I feel like
Right.
maybe we'll see more of them later, hopefully.
Right. Mhm.
Like, cause you know, we kind of summoned them, they helped us fight a little bit, and then that's about it. Like, I want to see more
yeah.
from them. But
Yeah.
I mean, being able to talk about, you know, I feel like this one, I don't want to say more so than the other Lost Belts, but like we really talk about our ideals, right? And Spartacus's thoughts on rebellion and oppressing and oppressors.
Right.
I thought that was interesting, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, he clearly has opinions on oppressors and whatnot, and he's doesn't sit right with, you know, even doing an alliance or whatnot, even though it's temporary.
Yeah, because it
and-
might lead to oppression.
Right. He just doesn't stand for it, and, you know, just going out of your way to even, you know, being with the kids, like, you know, let's go, young rebel, or whatever
Yeah,
he says, right?
Uh-huh.
And, like, you know, staring fear in the face and, you know, going against your destiny or whatever he says.
Yeah.
But, you know, I quite like that. So even though they didn't have much action, or we didn't really talk to them too much, the parts that they were in were quite interesting.
Yeah.
So I kind of, you know, I'm really excited to see more of them. Like, if they, you know, are going to be featured more prominently later on in the story, hopefully.
Yeah. Actually, one of the things that that obviously happened in the story that I'm kind of interested in is obviously the drugs that all these citizens are being given. I mean, obviously, you know, drugs are not good for the people, but it kind of reminds me of, like, just like in like our own regular history about, you know, the opium.
Yeah,
in
at
China,
first
right?
when it happened, I'm like, oh shit, is this opium? Like,
yeah,
that
especially since
came
they
in my
had
mind.
a lot of, you know,
Yeah.
other side effects, right? And I feel like this could be an interesting parallel. I don't know if it actually will be, but yeah, just something that we can take note of, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, because I remember as you were reading it, both of us were like,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it'd be cool if because of these drugs, that's one of the catalysts to taking down this empire, which it kind of
it kind of seems like it, because
yeah,
it seems like we're all kind of horrified by what he's doing.
yeah,
right?
yeah, which is an interesting, like I said, parallel to what happened in actual history, I guess you could say. And yeah, that's not much, but I feel like I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyways, if you don't have anything else left to say, I'll just end it with like a roll or two, and then we'll finish off. All right, so let's roll. I mean, of course, I want Qin Shi Huang, but everybody knows I'm saving. But I think
you have some quartz to spare.
I have some quartz to spare. So I was considering rolling like 300 quartz or so for this banner, but I might do it over a span of a few days, like while we read or something. Okay. So I think I might just like count how many rolls I've done, or else I'm not gonna remember. So
well, you have a little over 1,000 quartz, so as long as you don't go under 700, or yeah, you're good.
Yeah. All right, so let's roll. So I'm only planning on rolling 2 rolls, 3 rolls for now, for today. But yeah,
I hope you get lucky.
I kind of hope so too, because I need to keep on saving. But I want to at least get the 4-star and 3 stars. So even if I don't get Qin Shi Huang, at least because those are story locked and whatnot. So.
Yeah. I was hoping to get a few more red hairs, not just NP2, but
yeah.
Hey!
There we go. There he is. But yeah, I mean, sometimes those story lock servants can be quite annoying to get.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Especially like the 3 stars or whatnot, because 4 stars sometimes you get lucky, but yeah. So many quartz. The highest I've saved is 600.
Yeah, 600 is still a lot.
Good. Honestly,
it's quite a feat.
I mean, like I mentioned before, I've been saving since January. Like January 1st was the day I started saving. I saved for for next year in June, but I kind of figured that like I could roll a bit this year, like not a lot, but a bit. So I rolled 300 or so for Achilles when Apocrypha happened. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
And then so this one was the other banner I was considering throwing 300 quartz at, because otherwise I'm just saving everything. So yeah, just because next year has some really great servants, and obviously I want Ash. But after that, I still want to be able to roll, right? So,
yeah.
Kind of praying that I get lucky during LB4, but otherwise...
Yeah, after LB4, let's see,
I really want Da Vinci.
There?
I really want Da Vinci.
Oh.
I mean, I want Mori too, but I really want Da
Yeah.
Vinci. So, wow. Okay, lots of CEs this time around.
We haven't been able to get the new Tokiomi CE.
No, we haven't. Lots of CEs. I think
your luck is quite good, though.
I have counted how many CEs? Like
4?
Nice,
new.
I still think it's so funny that Midori Hikaru plays this guy.
I mean, who else would play him?
But yeah, that's alright. Not bad. Let's go.
Anyways, what were we saying?
I don't really remember, to be honest, but that's okay.
Like, Rider Da Vinci.
Ah, right, yes. Yeah, I mean, Space Ishtar's that then as well.
That's true.
Super Orion, of course.
Super Orion!
Oh, Black Rail. I don't actually use the C, so I don't really care, to be honest. But I think this is my 5th copy ever.
Oh, nice. It kind of lagged.
It always lags on my phone, so I'm not really, like... It's probably gonna be, like, Media or something. Red hair? Boudica, great. But yeah, lots of good servants, and there's Kama's next year as well. So I'll probably end up throwing tickets at her or something, because I do still want her.
I want Kama too, but since I have her on JP, I'm just like, I guess it's not so bad if I don't have her. But I do want Kama. Her art is so nice.
Yeah.
Let's see, who's the summer servant next year?
Summer? Let's see. Carmilla?
Oh, Osakabe Hime?
Yeah, Carmilla. Osakabe Hime.
Who's the SSR?
Ruler.
Oh, Musashi!
Right, Musashi.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Alright, well that banner is pretty good though. I mean, I do want Osaka Hime and Carmilla.
I still want Carmilla.
Hey,
Tokyo-mi. There can only be good signs from here on out, right?
I mean, I'm not really planning on rolling that much. Unless if I roll all my 300 right now. Which I guess I could, it doesn't really matter to me, but... Alright, it was a lag. Come on, something good.
If you stall enough time, maybe JP will finish maintenance.
It always lags when media happens, or when media comes. It's okay, we can always save JP rolling for tomorrow. Alright, also 4 CEs.
Honestly, this is a pretty good roll.
Yeah, not gonna lie, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright, I think maybe I'll just press it, because I don't really have a lot of patience.
I don't either.
Okay,
Right.
come on, here we go. Assassin, ruler, assassin, rule. Okay, assassin.
Alright,
yes,
alright,
I will
alright.
take this.
Yeah!
Yeah! I am happy. These are the two I wanted.
Yeah. What? You don't want them all?
Well, of course I
Yeah.
want them all, but
Oh, nice.
I think I already have a max limit broken Prisma Cosmos, so
Hey,
I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it.
Well, I mean, I think it's still a very useful CE to have. I don't use this at all. Darn
I've
it.
gotten a lot of pretty good 5-star CEs, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I never use Covering Fire.
I don't even know what its effect is.
I wonder if you'll still get the same, like, Chinchuang line if you summon him now.
Maybe.
Because
I don't
before
know.
when I summoned, I haven't touched Sheen, right?
Yeah,
But now that you've played through a little bit of it,
yeah.
although
Maybe. I don't know. We haven't really seen
actually
or
like
fought him
seen
yet.
him, right?
Yeah.
So
Yay!
yay.
Well, that was 30 rolls. I mean, 3 rolls. I guess I could do 4.
That's actually really
or 5.
lucky.
Yeah, I know.
If you ask me, I mean,
Yeah, I know. Honestly, not bad. Keep the luck alive.
yeah, right.
Okay, I always get Art of Death.
Yeah.
Alright, Karen.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. Lots of CEs. Oh, nice.
Kaleidoscope! Yes, finally! I think this is my 5th copy.
Oh, yay!
Yay!
Can't be mad about that.
Yeah, so I did 5 rolls. I can either do my last 5 now and call it a day, or do it another day.
I mean, if you think your luck is good now, you might as well do it. That's
guess
what I
so.
say.
Alright, whatever, let's just do it now. Impromptu rolling stream at 2 a.m. in the morning.
It's almost 3.
Wow, lots of
double
Shiro,
Shiros.
okay.
Nice.
But so many 5-star CEs. What
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have some really good luck.
the? Okay.
Surprisingly, not that many servants, though.
Yeah. Lots of masters.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Let's go.
Alright.
Okay, NP2?
I'm okay with this too.
Hey!
Hey! Honestly, I'm not going to be super sad if Shin Shi-Huang doesn't come home, because at least he has another raid up that I can probably save for.
You have him in JP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do,
yeah.
I do. Hey!
Another one, NP3. Have you gotten any other red hairs?
I don't really know. It could be maybe it's just skipped or something.
That's true, that's true.
But not that I could see.
Yeah, he's surprisingly elusive.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird.
Okay.
Nice.
I think this is my 9th roll. Like this one that I'm rolling.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, okay, come on.
Okay, come on, Chichihong. Alright, Paisen's good too. Paisen is good too.
Oh, it's
my bad, it's Emiya, it's father. Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, Carrie.
Alright, Carrie, thanks for coming.
Hey,
wow. With Airi too, of course.
That's what happens when you roll double Shiros.
Alright, and I think this is gonna be my last roll.
This is number 10. Oh, nice!
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Hey!
And NP, was it 4,
4.
Paisen?
I think it's NP4.
Okay. Well,
honestly, that was pretty good.
That was not too bad.
You got a lot of 5-star CEs, which was nice.
Yeah.
And NP4 Paisen.
Yeah.
Can't complain about that. Unknown number of red hairs. But I'm kind of surprised. I don't think you got the new CEs. Did you roll?
I got that. I got Rin's mom.
Oh, okay.
Just on that last one.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
No waiver, no Tokiyomi.
I mean, I don't know if I'll roll more for Chichihong because, you know, I really like this character. So, like, I'm just like, super tempted.
It's hard, though. But then, like, you were saving, though. Right?
Yeah, I was saving super hard. So,
I own the prize.
Once you start rolling,
I know,
like,
that's what's so hard, right?
Yeah.
Because once you start rolling, you're just like, I need more! And then, you know.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'd say your luck was really good.
It wasn't that too bad.
Hey, 300 quartz, you got NP4 of the SR, and lots of really good CEs.
Yeah, my CE luck was really good.
Cosmos, Demonic Bodhisattva,
Kaleidoscope,
Black Grail, like,
not too bad.
Can't complain, not to mention the other 4-star CEs you got, so, I mean, I think it was pretty good. I mean, even though you didn't get him yet, if you still decide to keep rolling.
We'll see, I'll think about it.
Honestly, not bad.
Yeah. Alright, anyways, so I guess, because the thing is, like, me getting NP4 Paisen and 300 quartz kind of makes me feel like, I don't need to save that much for Ash now, right?
But we're just like you do that, like, gacha simulator online, and you're like,
I need 1,000 quartz.
I need 1,000 quartz. Yeah. Honestly, okay, let's put it this way. I saved all of the quartz that I had today since about summer.
Yeah.
Actually more like around the anniversary.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me because even if I don't get NP5 Ash, and LB4, like, he comes back with the Christmas.
That's true. He comes back with Christmas.
So I'm not like super worried.
Christmas and who is it?
It's Astolfo.
Astolfo.
Yeah, I just don't care about Astolfo, so that's the thing. But whatever. Anyways, that's a discussion for my roles for another time.
And before I said, roll it like a wet noodle at least.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Look on the bright side.
Yeah, and you know, maybe I'll convince myself to save less for Ash, but you know, who knows? Maybe I'll roll a bit more later. I'll think about it.
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah,
I would say sleep on it, and you know, then
anyways,
decide.
Yeah. So tomorrow, Jacqueline's going to be rolling for Ashia Doman. She's very excited. She's been saving since that first LB trailer came out.
Okay. I haven't saved that much. Like, you make it sound like I have thousands of quartz, which I don't.
Since like the trailer with Morikawa-san in it, you've been at least saving your.
I've been saving your weekly missions
every week.
I've been kind of lazy
every week that you do them.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Every week that you do them for the last
couple of years.
2 years.
But we also
I don't
got a
know,
lot
more than
from
that.
the anniversary, so I
Yeah.
added that to my stash.
Who knows? But anyways, so obviously, Jacqueline's really excited for that. I'm excited for you too. And tomorrow we'll be doing that. We'll see.
I'm like praying for one copy.
Yeah. we'll see if my phone gets weird again, and if it does, we'll see if we can stream scene tomorrow. Hopefully we can.
Yeah,
but
you might have to do it
in two
again,
parts.
In 2 parts.
Yeah, just because I don't know, there's something wrong with the connector on my phone or something.
Yeah,
which doesn't let it connect properly or as fast or something. So, like I said,
it's kind of wonky.
Like I said at the beginning, I had to like turn off my phone 5 times and whatever before it could finally work. So hopefully we won't have such problems tomorrow. But if we do, like I said, we might do it in 2 parts and then come back again with scene tomorrow. And yeah, so I guess that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm considering rolling Kintoki on his solo banner on the 6th.
That costume.
That costume, like,
but like his hair was so long that I was like, wait, is that really Kintoki?
Yeah,
like
that axe,
like that has to be him.
yeah. So I'm still thinking about Kintoki, but otherwise, I mean, I guess we'll have to see who's in the upcoming 5.5, but I kind of don't care at this point.
Yeah.
And I might just roll it all for
I mean,
golden.
judging by the trailer, I mean, people are saying maybe like Ushibakamaru or like, you know,
I feel like it would be
etc.
a good time for Muramasa to come out. I don't know.
I don't think he's quite ready yet.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me speculating. But anyways, yeah, so tomorrow Jacqueline's going to be rolling, and scene to be TBD. So
no, I think we will. I mean, it's not going to take me like 4 hours to roll all my quartz.
Well, no,
like...
but you know, if it doesn't, if technical difficulties happen again, then, you know, we'll have to see. But anyways, thanks for joining us, and I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Stay safe, and you know, we'll be back tomorrow, rolling. And yeah, he went somewhere at the end of Olympus. I see. Okay,
so he's probably not going to be showing up in the gacha anytime soon.
You never know.
Maybe next year. We'll see. We'll see.
But anyways, we'll be back tomorrow, rolling, and we'll see each other very soon.
Yeah.
And
so,
I guess that's it. See each other tomorrow. Bye bye. Ow.